right. And I think we are live, y'all. Look at us. We just got so much in front of us right now. Right. Okay, good. Just making sure the volume's on. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Happy Friday.
I don't know if y'all heard or not, but it's Friday. They can't see this, can they?
No, I told you that's off camera.
Well,
it has to be right here.
I know, but I don't like that.
I know.
Because it'll be too close to the computer. So, what I'm going to hold up in a minute and show y'all. Well, you can show them the box.
Yeah.
Our wonderful friend. Is she on yet?
I have not seen her yet.
But Sharon sent us, what do they call it? The
Pro
Fry.
By Presto.
So we have a bunch of tallow already set up in there, fixing to start getting warm.
Yeah. So I hope if you watch the short we put out Tuesday.
Oh my God, it's so delicious.
We showed the actual like frying it and the cheese pool and all. So we are so excited about this tonight. Please, as you come in, hit that thumbs up, y'all. Thank you so much for that. So we've got like a lot going on, but we're going to go through it. And since we just got started, you got to do your intro.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yo. Welcome to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. I'm not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt from Google Food. I love to cook. Only thing I love more cooking is my wife's sensational chili eat steak, a.k.a. the warden. Sometimes the chauffeur. Together we host what you're watching right now, Friday Night Feast. This is where we cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks. We'll show you how to do it. Then we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends in the HungryHorde. We look forward to this every single week. So what we're doing tonight, I have this giant, I say giant, it's a 32-ounce pack of mozzarella. I'm fixing to hack into it. We're going to do some giant mozzarella bricks. We're going to coat them up, throw them in the air fryer. Then we're also going to fry up some shrimps. And then she got the bright idea to also do some mushrooms.
And before we get started, though, what are you starting with?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I am all messed up. You know, can't think straight. So we actually got this. It's the Rayo's roasted garlic marinara, and she got it at a discount. I'm trying to see that. She had a discount at the Kroger. So I'm gonna pour some in this little container. And the reason why I'm doing this first, because I want to have this. This is our dipping sauce for all of it, actually. But I want it to have hot, warm at least.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna
temperature. We're also going to have it spicy hot because we're using the HotLine Evil Ooze, y'all.
Yes.
And if you looked up in the comments, Carrie Stessel actually hopped in. And so if you are interested in the in getting some, we do have an affiliate link down below.
I want to tell them a little story about this too.
Oh.
There's a local mom and pop shop here called Lasagna House.
Oh, yeah.
And pre-keto, we used to go over there like all the time. And then for a while, they would do monthly pop-ups, they would call them. And so they would actually do them on a night the regular restaurant was closed. And they would let their executive chefs take turns putting a menu together. And then every once in a while, his wife would put a menu together.
Who's from?
She's from Italia.
Italy.
Yeah.
What is she from? Northern Italy?
I think so.
I think so.
But they did one menu. They did one tasting one time, and they used the HotLine and mixed it with their homemade marinara sauce.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. And now anytime I do any type of marinara, that's what I do as well.
So there's a pro tip.
I'm a big fan of HotLine also.
If you want to kick up your marinara notch, whether it's Rayo's or whatever brand you like, get the HotLine Evil Ooze. And they have other flavors too. I like the Scorpion.
We are an affiliate link with them. down in the show notes, there is a link where you can get discounts from them also.
Yes. And we like that. And I like the ghost pepper one.
Yes.
I think everybody's really, their favorite is the garlicky gringo. And that is a very mild, like it is Shauna approved. Okay. So
it's not just clever, they call it a gringo.
Right. So if you like, if you are kind of spice adverse, I would say start with you go ahead, garlicky gringo. And then that way you can try that deliciousness and at least have a little flavor to flare up your evening.
And if y'all notice or not, go over and check out their Facebook page also, because they've got some new stuff coming. He's been showing some new bottles. Is it burping?
No, you spilled.
Yeah. Here's right here too.
I know.
Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, we're going to put this in my Hot Logic just to keep it. Oh, that's already warm. So that by the time we get everything ready, this will be nice and warm for us to use for these cheese sticks.
And what you're going to need for what you're frying. Yes, what you're frying. I'm going to start with some coconut flour. I just think this is a good first coat for things. And you see, we kind of got our stations going here.
Do we plug this in now? Or wait?
No, not until we put it in the freezer.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm just going to put this down like this for right now. And then Heath is going to start on cutting the mozzarella. Oh, geez. And then we've got our pork panko here. We're going to be real generous with that. And then, because, you know, we're crazy, we are going to use our Texas 5-spice.
Well, we're also crazy because part of this, we make our own. This does say pork and good on it, but we say these containers and make our own, but we used a bag of their stupid hot as well.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, I'm going to put this in with the...
This one?
I thought you were going to cut it in half and then cut it in fours.
Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this.
All right, right? Or do we want to do a whole pound?
I don't want... No, I was going to...
Okay, how do you want to do it?
Just going to start blocking it off basically like we did the other night. This will be good enough. Cut this in half.
Mm-hmm.
And then cut that in half. Or you want that the whole thing for yourself? Because what we did the other night when we did our test run,
it was a leftover.
We had a fall off piece. We didn't start with a whole block. Can they even see what I'm doing?
No, you're kind of off camera. I'm thinking, what do you think?
How about I can just hand you the knife and you cut it where you want it?
Oh, what if we
right
do
there.
Like that?
Ooh,
what do you think?
That's a little thin. I wanted it thick and fatty like we did the other night.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, then do 4 of those. So cut that one and then cut 3 more. There we go. Yeah. And use it to cut the next. There we go. And then I'm going to take this nice, look at how that's a big block here. And I'm just going to put it in this coconut flour. Really coat this out.
Well, the box I have set up for this, it's kind of big, isn't it? I thought we'd have more left over.
Well, okay, and just coat that really well. Guess I should start. But let's say hello, because I know a lot of y'all are in here already. And so while I do this, so we've got our station set up here. And maybe
done with the knife, right?
Yeah. Heath will move some of this out of the way just so people can see what's going on. What's going on? And we do a double coat, y'all. Let me know. Comment below if you watch the short. Do hashtag short so I know who watches the shorts. And then we're going to put the egg. And then like that. And I like to let it drip off. And then where did my spoon go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And then after we coat these really well, I like to put them in the freezer for just like 10 minutes, y'all. not a whole, overnight or anything. Sorry, y'all. But while I'm coating this, and I like to do a double coat. So after you coat it once, we're going to put it back in the egg. And then make sure you get the ends. You don't want to neglect the end. And then do this again.
And what I love about this too, we're being very budget conscious because the trays she's using to do all these in are souvenirs from that 5 months we had to stay in the hotel while the renovations were really done on the house.
Mm-hmm.
Waste not, want not.
Right.
We're upcycling.
All right. There's one brick.
You might even stand it up. I don't know.
Well, there we go. One brick done. Yeah, I'll probably stand it up. Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to load this tray, and then I'm going to go slide it in the freezer.
Yeah, okay. So let me read comments here. So Renee was here first. She goes, oh, hey, those hunks of melty, crispy cheese goodness look amazeballs.
They do.
They really are.
We should have just done the whole block whole. That would have been fun to eat, wouldn't it?
Oh, goodness, y'all.
I bet you that would have gotten 1,000 views. Look at these idiots.
All right. And then Carrie said that he said I beat him, but it was actually Renee. But that's okay. He said there's Gouda food in the trailer. That's right. And then he's had 2 years and 2 months of coffee and caffeine free. And then he said he took the house off the market since he called for the property tax and it wasn't that bad and he should be able to pay it.
Oh, wow.
I would think so because, being a vet, you do get certain homestead exemptions.
You would think.
Yeah. And I mean, our taxes are high, but we're in Harris County, which is one of the
highest in the nation.
Well, I don't know about the tax, but it's one of the biggest in there. And yeah, so where you're at, you definitely shouldn't be paying as much as we pay. All right. And then this is where Carrie Stessel said, keep it evil and delicious. Thanks a million for your love and support. Happy Easter, y'all. I'm so glad he piped in. That's awesome. And then Carrie said, happy Easter. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to everyone. What are your plans for Easter? I'm curious to hear. And
I know we got some plans.
For Easter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Will be our maiden voyage.
Oh, yeah.
So we wait for a few more people to come in before we start telling them, or go ahead?
Yeah. Let's wait a couple minutes. I want to get
caught
up.
Coming up. We got 2 big newses. Yeah.
Kathleen Lupo. Hey, Kathleen.
Howdy.
She said, good evening, everybody. I have you on the computer and the television at the same time. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for doing that. We appreciate that. And then I see Shauna. Hey, said hello, everyone. Hey, how are you doing? Right. Did you get your Dutch? That's the most important thing.
No, I'm probably going to wait till tomorrow to get it.
No, Shauna went to go get it.
Okay. She didn't get mine either.
No, she didn't get you one. And then I see Laura's here. Hey Laura, glad you made it. Can you pour more of the pork panko? I don't know where that went.
Oh, you told me to put it up, so I did.
No, I meant just put it out of my way.
Get it away.
Laura said, happy Friday, everyone. Hey, how are you doing?
Friday.
Right. All right there. Keep going. Be generous. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, because you want to do more, so because we're going to also coat the shrimp in it, but.
Did I? I don't think I doubled this one.
Not yet.
Now I am. And let's see here. And 22 Q Cat. Hey, she said, hi, Shelly Heath. Crazy, wonderful horde. How are you doing?
Doing good now that you're here.
And Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi. She said, good evening, everyone.
Howdy.
Hey. And then Shauna said the live with sound and clear picture. Yay! I'm glad to hear that.
Finally.
And Carrie said, no, it's a Friday.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of, it's a good Friday,
clear
right?
And crisp or whatever she said. Hopefully that'll be happening next Friday too.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a straight up experiment.
Right. Okay. Just get these nice and coated. Wow, that's looking good.
Okay, I see 3 there. Well, what are you going to eat?
All the time, y'all. And then I see Carrie said it's a Good Friday, right?
Oh,
it is Good Friday.
I didn't think about that. Good call.
I had to work. Did anybody have the day off?
I just got off work maybe an hour ago.
Yeah.
Remember, I had to work late too.
Yeah, you got stuck working late. That
means I get off early tomorrow then.
Or you get the overtime. That'd be nice.
That too.
Just keep the overtime. That's what I like. And they said you already had to work it. Might as well get paid for it.
All right.
But yes, I had to work today. But my awesome company and awesome boss did let us get out an hour early. As long as we were caught up on work, we got to leave early. And
she got to get off early, and I had to work late.
I know, right? And then Rinkwin's here. Hey, Rinkwin. She said, happy Friday, everyone.
Howdy.
Hey, Joe, how are you? And Sean's here. Oh, good, Sean.
That's awesome. Y'all got it set up.
He said, hello, all signal is spotty, but we're here. Well, I'm so glad you made it.
The glamping. That's awesome.
I know. How exciting. And I don't know. You said hopefully the weather will be good. I hope so. I mean, here... after work, I spent some time with the dogs outside, just letting them, roam around the backyard. And it's just so lovely outside. It's like the perfect weather. It's not too hot. It's like perfectly cool. And it was just really nice out. And the dogs were enjoying it. They were just running around, sniffing everything. So I hope you're having the same good weather too. Okay, and then what we'll need next is the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Where do you have them at, though? Seriously.
In the fridge, in the thing. And if you want to show them it up close to that before you put it in the freezer, that'd be awesome. And he's going to show up close, and we're just going to put these big old bricks in the freezer.
Now, originally, when we used to do this all the time, we would just use the what do you call it? The cheese. What do you call it? What am I thinking of? Remember?
The mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, the sticks. The little individual sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just thought this would be better, more dramatic to do the bricks.
Mama Bear of Lynette. She said, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a great week. Well, yeah, I hope everybody did too. I know we sure did. And 22 Cute Cat said, Kroger has the best markdowns. Yes, I was actually listening to Under the Median today. And they were talking about, people always ask, what's the best grocery store to shop at? And she said, really, you can't just narrow it down to one store, because it really just depends. And it depends on what's going on. So here's our whole mushrooms.
Man, put these back in the fridge and we'll save these for another meal.
Yeah.
Because y'all, wait, let's show them first. I'm going to show them these.
Okay.
Because look how big these are, y'all. This is just one example. Look how big this guy is.
That's what she said. Okay. And for the mushrooms in the coconut flour, I'm just going to really shake them because they're kind of, round and stuff. So it's hard to get it alone, just to roll it. It's a little bit harder. And then how's the shrimp? We also have shrimp, y'all. Is the shrimp still frozen?
Yes.
Do you mind getting the water? Just spray it with water and toss them around. But yeah, Kroger. So anyways, the Under the Median was talking, and she said, people say Walmart is the cheapest for groceries.
Nope,
and she,
nope.
she said, it just depends. It depends on your area, and you really have to look at the ads. She goes, or some people always assume Aldi's going to have the cheapest, and that's not always the case. And I've definitely seen that, like Aldi with their ham is $1.49, but at Kroger, if there's any left, they have them for 89 or 99 cents a pound. So, you can get it sometimes cheaper elsewhere. And I'm just fortunate enough in an area like tomorrow where I'm going in the same parking lot, there's Sam's and there's Kroger. So I could hit both of those. And then on the way home, about a mile on the way home, there's Aldi. So it's just really convenient for me to shop certain stores. I'm not having to go out of my way to go from one store to the other because I'm hitting them all in the same area. Okay. Ooh, I think those got coated well, y'all. Let me see here. And then now here's the tricky part because I don't have a lid for this part. But Kroger, and this is what she was saying is, sometimes with Kroger, you can actually do even better than, say, Walmart, because when they do their discounts or their markdowns, or even sometimes their what's it called? The leader, their whatever's on sale at the front, you can really get a good deal on those. And I'm like, right. Now, I don't think I'm going to twice coat the mushrooms, because they're not, the reason I did it on the shrimp is, the cheese is because I don't want that cheese to ooze out. But I think the mushroom's going to be good like it is. So we shall see.
We should have pulled them out sooner.
That's okay. I just want them nice, wet, and tossed, because then the Ketochow will stick to those better. All right.
This is like the perfect setup, because look. Let's show them. I have this mini colander, and it fits perfectly in this bowl. It's the only bowl we own that it fits perfectly, though, so we have to make sure we set it aside for doing this. We have one more just like it, but she's already assigned it to her office for the water bowl for the dogs.
But aren't these mushrooms like just gigantic, y'all?
And I'm going to show them too. These also are tail on, so I'm fixing to sit over there and peel the tails and pitch them real quick.
All right.
Oh, those look amazing.
And then, did you turn on or plug in?
No.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and plug it in?
Let me get my hands all wet and then go play with the electrical. This will be amazing. It'll be a shocking experience.
Well, we do have towels, dear.
What do you think?
Oh, we're out of towels.
Okay, it's on.
And then Sharon's here. She said she just made it. Glad.
Sharon. I was just bragging on you.
I know. We're so excited to use these. I hope you, I know you don't watch the short, but we actually made a short on doing the cheese. But this is the first time we're going to try mushrooms. And it was kind of a last minute decision because I bought these mushrooms last Saturday and we had not used them.
We need to.
Yeah, and we need to. And I was like, oh, well, why don't we do fried mushrooms? Like, we haven't had like fried mushrooms in forever. So I'm kind of excited to see how these turn out, y'all. All right. And I'm just going to put these around. And then, did you turn the temp to 375? Because otherwise it won't heat up. But look, I think these mushrooms look so good.
All the way? Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put the, where do you want the shrimp right now, though? After I peel them? That one?
Well, I don't think we need the coconut flour for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that back in there. I think just toss them in the egg.
Okay, well, here. As I do it. Here.
Yeah. Well, then, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the orange mango Ketochow. What do y'all think of that for the shrimp? I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. I would have done the pina colada, but we are out of coconut or shredded coconut. And I just feel like if you're doing pina colada, you have to have coconut flakes. So I was like, well, we'll just do the orange mango. That just sounds really good to me. Okay, and I'm going to put that in here, the whole thing with the pork panko. We'll probably add a little more pork panko. All right. We're just going to.
You have that hand's clean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Oh.
Turn. All right. In case you want it. There.
There we go. And then I'm just going to toss this here.
Will it hurt anything if I do use that one because I'm running out of room in here?
If you do,
I don't want to crowd that one with the egg.
Oh, no, it's okay to crowd the egg.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And Patty's here. Hey, Patty.
Patty.
She said, good evening.
Howdy.
How are you? And then Mom Bear Lynette said, I love the clearance items at Kroger, but I've never gotten Rayo's on clearance. You are a lucky duck. Well, I don't know, Lynette. I think you're far luckier than me because you are constantly finding amazing deals. Didn't
she get that one the other day? That was like no, that was Joe that got it. She almost got half price.
Yeah, Rickwin got some amazing deals. But yeah, I just there's basically 1, 2,
she's so excited she's getting stuttering. 4,
5 different Krogers I go to that are all within 10, 15 minutes. So each one
done with trash.
Yes. Oh, except for here's the Ketochow. So I just go to the different ones. What?
It's sprayed on me.
Oh. And some of the Krogers, or there might be another one. But anyways, there's a lot of grocery stores near us. Anyways, some of the grocery stores have, some of the Krogers have a better clearance area than others.
They're hit or miss.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I just got lucky one day. So you just never know. And then Shauna gave the link to HotLine. Thanks, Shauna. And then Bad Apple, Renee made it. She goes, happy Friday, Horde. Or I'm sorry. She said Friday. I mispronounced. She goes, driving and listening. Hello, all. Well, I'm glad you're driving.
Do I need my gloves on anymore?
Not in case you want them in order to put stuff into the basket.
Maybe. Well, I'm going to start cleaning up. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
Well, we got the other ones I can use.
Yeah. All right. And I'm just coating these really well in the egg mixture.
Because, we don't need the cutting board anymore, right?
Mm-mm.
Well, you know what I just saw?
This
weekend, I need to make some more pork rind panko.
Yeah.
I use it all.
And I'm just going to toss these shrimp in here.
Are you going to H-E-B tomorrow?
No.
Okay. Because, y'all, the reason why I'm asking, we usually get a bag of theirs for less than $2.
Yeah.
So that's where we usually restock at.
Ooh. And Kroger has the shrimp on sale, and they have rib roast on sale for
really?
$4.97. Yeah,
Okay.
but we still have 2 or 3 in the freezer.
So that means we need to eat them this weekend.
All right. And look, I still got this egg left. I wonder what else we can do with it. What else can we fry with some eggs?
Fry it up.
Okay.
Well, like I said, do the rest of the mushrooms then.
I mean, maybe we could do some with the coating, but check, is that ready yet?
You said we also wanted to do French fries. We could bread the French fries.
Yeah, I forgot about the sweet potato fries.
So we do need that cutting board then.
Yeah, if you want to cut those up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you want to get the cheese out.
Oh, that cheese stuff.
What cheese?
No, I was thinking a block of cheese or shredded cheese or whatever. My mind's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But really, looking at all this, I don't know if we need the potatoes.
I know, that's what I was saying.
What do you want on the board?
Wherever it's going to be easy for you, and you know what you got to do, right?
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
what we're going to do is we've got the basket, but I don't want to do more than 2 at a time.
So yeah, I'm gonna take those and put them back in the freezer
because they're so big. Well, hold on before you do that.
Yeah, go ahead and load that one. Or I can just give you the whole thing. I'll put the whole tray in there.
Well, here.
Okay.
Wait a second, baby. Oh.
Slow down, Turbo. Well, while you're doing that, you want to head and drop this?
There. Yeah. Then you could drop that. Ooh. Okay. And then, we need to do a timer. Can you use the oven? Because my hands, I can't get on my phone.
How long?
3 minutes. So we're gonna put it in the air fryer. We're putting it in the deep fryer, 375 for 3 minutes, and then we'll flip them. And just Jason Keto and more. Hey, Jason said good evening, everyone. Hey, how are you doing?
Do you want the fries? I really don't.
No.
This will be enough.
Yeah.
We always just pour that egg out.
All right. So now I'm just gonna start tossing these shrimp.
Because I don't want to booby trap myself again.
Right. Well, like you said, if you want to do the other 3 mushrooms.
All right, let's do them.
I think I have plenty of
stuff
coating here.
Yeah, let's do them. We already have it here.
Right.
Fry the world.
All right.
I'd rather that than the potatoes anyways.
Right? All right. I'm just making sure these shrimp get well coated as well. Oh, they smell good, y'all. All right. I'm going to put these. Look at this mushroom is huge. And then I give a task to my husband here.
Shaky shake?
Yeah. Put that lid on well and shaky shake.
Shake, 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 shake your money.
Oh.
Shake your booty. What it is.
Yeah. I was like, you shaking your money maker now?
It's not after hours yet. Oh, snarf.
He didn't make sure it was on right. Okay. Do you mind shrimp in here?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything else with it.
Right?
Only thing it touched was mushrooms.
Right. Oh, this is so good. I'm so excited. Sharon said Evil Ooze is my favorite so far.
Oh,
Ooh,
awesome.
That's awesome.
Have you tried them all?
Well, she said so far.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
maybe
asking.
not.
There's a couple of them that really hurt you. Which one's the other one?
I like the Scorching Scorpion, but sometimes you find that's a little much for you.
The ghost pepper is also good.
Oh, yeah. I like the ghost pepper, too. And we have some in the pantry, too. Okay. Good. Look at these shrimp.
Yeah, but they also have ghost pepper.
Uh-huh.
Scorching Scorpion. And then Habanero.
Yeah.
What I love about it too, y'all, they're all made in Texas.
All made in spring, right?
Yeah, because homeboy, Mr. HotLine, lives not too far from us either. Like, what, 3 subdivisions over?
2 seconds, and we got to turn those.
I'm on it, boss.
Oh, you got all that over.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh, you're going to do it?
Yeah, go sit down.
Okay.
Visit with your people.
Ooh, that's looking good. So excited. All right. And then Shauna said, yes, I really enjoy the garlicky gringo. And 3 more minutes. Isn't it good, y'all? El Strange. Hey, Lisa. She said, hey, you guys, I'm cooking for the dudes, so I'm just listening. Ooh, well, later you'll have to tell us what you cooked the dudes and what you're having tonight.
Did you cook the dude?
And then Carrie said, Heath, I am glad I can't smell since he is cutting the cheese.
Right?
Oh, trust me. When he cuts the cheese, you should be glad you don't have a sniffer. That's the days you wished you had a cold. All right. And I'm just going to coat these. These little mushrooms will be a little bit different since it's going to have the Ketochow on
That's
it.
fine.
But we'll see what we think about it with the Ketochow, right?
And what I'm going to do, y'all, I don't know if you see it on camera, but I set up a little tray here. And after everything comes out, I'm going to load it on this and throw it in the oven to keep it warm. In fact, I'm going to have to turn it on warm now.
Yeah. And let's see. I think I can take this one glove off. And then Keto in the Mist. Hey, welcome back. She said, howdy. Howdy.
That was trash.
We'll just
hold off.
Just
Slow
hold
down,
off.
Turbo.
And then Julie in the Pines. Hey, Julie, welcome. She goes, I bet those cheese sticks are going to be amazing.
They are. It's our new favorite thing.
They are freaking delicious.
One of my favorite things I used to buy every time I went to Sonic, I'd get those. They're cheese sticks there.
Yeah.
But I'll throw rocks at those compared to these.
So I asked at the beginning, and so if you just came in, I asked, what is your favorite fried food? So I want to know, what is your favorite fried food?
Mine, honestly,
Uh-huh.
either these or the cheddar peppers.
Oh, cheddar
We could have
peppers.
done those tonight, too.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have any jalapenos. Yeah. So I want to hear what your favorite fried food is. And yeah, there's some good ones out there. All right. And then 22Q Cat said, now those are some cheese bricks, right? Like, we're going to make sure we're getting some cheese, y'all. You didn't set the alarm, did you?
Yes. No. We're going to call that good.
Okay. Well, you pull it out and see. At least it's not raw. How are they looking?
Fantastic. I'm going to let them chill for a minute. I want to show the class, but I don't want to make a mess either.
Well, and then you get the other ones.
Oh, no, they got to go a little longer. They're sticking.
Okay. And then you get the other ones out of the freezer. Oh, well, I guess you did. Well, put it back in for 10 seconds. By the time you get the other ones out of the freezer.
Okay, you know what else I just thought of? We have to also, though?
Huh.
Over here, we have 2 more timers. I don't have to keep walking back and forth.
Oh, well, what do you know about that? Right?
No, I don't want to use them. Never mind. They're dusty.
Right.
Because they sit up very top of the shelf.
All right.
What did I get down? Oh, the other ones.
And then Shauna said, where are Heath's cutting gloves? Right?
I already took them off.
Mary T is here. Hey, Mary T. She said, good evening, all. Happy Good Friday. And although every Friday is a Good Friday with this group.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to try these.
Okay. And then I think next we should do the shrooms. What do you think?
Yeah. I'm going to let these drip for a second.
Okay. Now, the other day I had to kind of wiggle it. Yeah.
I'm afraid it's going to pull apart.
Let's see.
Oh, I wonder if I can get the other. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get the spatula and flip it under it. Or, I wonder too, here, trade gloves. What if you just take this and just flip it over onto it?
Oh, all
Let me
right.
get tongs. Just take the whole thing and flip it into it.
Okay, let's see, y'all.
Maybe not.
Well, it's almost there. Look,
Yeah.
Just push like you were doing. No, like you were doing. See right where it's sticking right there. Yeah. Oops. Here, get that. Oh, shit. There we go.
Okay.
And then here, can you grab the little crunchy there? And then there's one right there. There we go. All right.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm going to close this while we're here waiting to see. Okay.
And then I'm going to put these mushrooms.
I'm going to show them what it looks like.
Okay.
Don't those look amazing? They're like perfect. So I'm going to slip these under
too high.
I'm going to slip them into the warmer. We set the oven on warm So I'm going to put them underneath there to hold everything warm for us.
And then
oh, those look amazing.
Right? So
Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to bring it over to this camera and show them first.
oh, whoops. Set for 3 minutes. All right.
Well, you have a free hand.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You want these back in the freezer then, right?
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to put the, I just was thinking, since I've got all the egg and everything, why not double coat these shrimp?
Yeah, might as well.
Do you mind putting the rest in this coconut flour? Oops, hold on.
Oh.
Some of it spilled out. Put the rest back in the bag, please, and then that go in the freezer. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Ooh, thanks. Mary T said #short. Shauna said #short. Thank y'all so much for watching our shorts. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna hold the bag. Grab it with your one hand. Just do it over this, so if it does spill, at least it'll spill in there.
Yeah.
Again, waste not, want not.
Right? Here, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
We always keep this in the freezer so it lasts a little longer. Good clump up on this is bad.
Right?
In the door, right?
Yeah. Okay. There we go. And let's see, where was I at?
And what's going to be cool too about reusing these little containers is next weekend when we take the pups with us to San Antonio. This will be their dog food bowls.
Yeah, so tell them about next weekend.
Okay. So Friday night, practically as soon as I get off work, we're going to load the car. We're going to hit the road. We're driving to Austin. We're going to hang out there for the evening. Then we're going to, but on the way, so since that'll be Friday evening, we'll be doing a mobile Friday night feast. I'm going to cook up some stuff on during the week and set it aside for us to snack on while we're on the way. Because like I always say, a couple of entrees or maybe some snacks. When I say an entree or a couple of snacks, we'll be eating snacks on the way. I'm going to do basically a redneck charcuterie board, or I call it a homemade, what do you call it?
Lunchable?
Yeah, a Lunchable. A DIY Lunchable.
Right?
So y'all, you get a little sneak preview on that.
And then what's happening this Sunday?
And then Saturday.
Okay. Next step, not tomorrow,
Yeah.
the following.
Yeah. Saturday. I guess we jumped ahead first.
Yeah.
So let me back up a minute. I'm sorry. Let me get this done first. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, now you're gonna pull these.
Or they might need to be just turned, flipped.
Yeah. Hold on, this cord. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I unplugged it. The light.
Oh, whoops.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna let these drip for a second, and then I'm gonna spin them. Okay, so
This Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. I've mentioned it before in a few of my comments and everything. Y'all have replied to me and told me y'all are good with it. So we're gonna try something new this Sunday. Probably looking at 12:30. I'm gonna schedule it. We're gonna do my MS Journey live. And we're picking 12:30, so that way, two things. She can sleep in, and I can go ahead and eat my lunch and have that all done and cleaned up. Y'all might see me doing my meds that day. I'll probably do that. I'll show y'all again how I do my meds for the week. But anyway, so we're going to go live for a couple of hours. Well, we're going to make sure that we're done in time for coffee talk.
Yes.
We're not going to encroach on her. That is a standing reservation we have with Maitreya.
Yeah, plus we love watching Maitreya.
We learned so much from her. So that's this week's big news. Okay, so I'll right back and caught you up on that.
All right, let me read a couple comments and then we'll talk about next weekend, y'all. And then
what do you do with this?
Oh, I forgot. But, oh well. And then the mushrooms. Oh, I saw 22 Cat says she always watches the shorts.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have any feedback on the shorts or anything,
or ideas.
Yeah, or ideas, please let us know. It is something new we're doing, so we're always open to feedback. Shauna said, I almost find that hashtag offensive. And Sharon said, hashtag short. She watched this week.
Aww.
Thank you, Sharon. That's awesome.
Because of you, we're doing this, so thank you.
And Julie said, dang, those are big. You guys know how to do it in Texas. Yes, ma'am. Go big or go home, right?
I am home.
Oh, that's right. So we don't have to go big?
Go big while you're at home.
Right. All right. And then let's see here. I see Mama Bear Lynette said hashtag shorts. Oh, awesome. She said, I try to watch them as they come out, but I'm pretty sure I've missed a few of them. I need to go back and watch, go back to the channel. I just watch every single one. Make sure I hit the like button. Well, thank you for that, Lynette.
That's the beauty of YouTube. You can do it at your own leisure.
Right? That's awesome. Thank you. Okay. All right. We're going to see a couple of these.
It'll be Friday and finger food Friday.
Right? And Carrie said, I missed the short. I was busy with studies and labs. I tried to get to watch the shorts. Well, that's okay. They're still there.
You got all day tomorrow, too?
Yeah.
They're always going to be there.
Or on your break.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then Carrie said they can build mozzarella houses with all the bricks. Right. I mean, we almost can. And then Sharon said, hiya, Shauna. Oh, okay. She's talking to Shauna. That's awesome. And then Renee said, I'm still using the containers from the hotel that y'all gave me.
Nice.
The black container.
The little round ones?
Keep people from always critiquing my food.
Right.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they come in handy, right?
Very much so.
Okay, I feel like...
These are almost done.
Okay.
Do you think you can do all those in one batch, or you're going to have to take two?
I think we might be able to do them in one. The mushrooms do have a lot of water.
Hold on. I got to do one more thing, though.
Oh?
We need to set a tray up here. Because I got to bring this out. Tell them with that too.
Oh, yeah. Oops, I think I did this
backwards. Oh. You want another one, or are you good?
No, I'm good. Well, that's so cool. Yeah, we love those little containers. Next week, we're staying another IHG, and
that's
we'll
what I'm
just
fixing to tell about that too.
Oh, and Julie said, love the double dip, right? That's how you got to do it, y'all, in order to get it nice and coated. Thank you. Carrie said, Shelly, the only way I could get the exemption for vets is if I could get disability and they deny me. I need a lawyer. The homestead is higher now.
Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh. We'll fix it in a moment, y'all. I didn't, yeah.
Earthquake.
I didn't think you had to be disabled. I mean, I know there's a separate one for disability, but I thought there was a regular one. Yeah, that's better. Just for being a vet, just for a vet. Mary T said, I got a big fat brisket ready for the smoker tomorrow. Ooh.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, I'm excited. Shawnee said, I'm so tired. Currently drinking a Dutch Bros double torture with an ad shot. So quintuple shot for the evening.
Okay, I'm gonna need your help.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm going to hold this. Oh, thank you. I'm going to hold. Let me get this other one.
Ooh, let's see. Here's the one with just the pork panko, y'all.
I was going to get this closer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So that's the pork panko ones. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And then here is the Ketochow one. Don't those look good?
They really do.
They really do.
See, I told you it's just better go ahead and do them all. Fry the world.
Fry the world, y'all. Okay, now I'm going to drop the shrimp.
You want to wait and do the other cheese first or no?
I figure let's do that last because the cheese is best, when it's
fresh. Okay.
Fresh is best.
No problem.
All right, let me toss these. I don't know if they did as well being double dipped.
No, that's fine. That's what I'm wondering. Can you do it all in one basket or you have to do it two?
What do you want me to do?
Load it up how you think first and see if you have any more room. I mean, if we have to do two, I'm fine with that. I even like cold fried shrimp.
Right? Now these, I don't think we'll have to do as long. Probably just like
3 and then done.
2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I think just 2.
We'll probably do it all in one. Just throw it in there. It'll be okay.
Just throw it in, huh?
All of it, yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can toss these a little better.
You want a spoon or you have your hand? You're fine.
Got my hand. I can work, y'all.
So what I was thinking is...
Okay, yeah. Tell them.
So like I say, Friday night, next Friday night, we're driving to Austin. We're getting a hotel and we're bringing the dogs with us. And we're going to be doing the Friday night feast while we're driving that way. So fingers crossed that everything works out. Right. Then Saturday morning, we're going to get up and drive to San Antonio. Because it looks like it's only like an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Well, actually, we're going to a farmer's market first.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But then from there, we're going, like I said, to San Antonio to meet up. They're doing a San Antonio. There's a San Antonio keto group that's doing a meetup that Dr. Barry is going to be at. And I think Chris and Miriam. Yeah. Dr. Barry and Nisha are going to be there. Chris and Miriam from Ketochow.
Mm-hmm.
And our friend Terry from My Ketogenic Family is going to be there as well. So we get to meet up with her. We haven't seen her in several years. It's been a long time.
Since last year at Keto Con.
Oh,
we saw her, remember?
Yeah, but it seems like it's been forever, though.
Oh, goodness.
So anyway, so we're kind of excited about that. And then, if anybody else is going to be in the area.
In Austin,
Saturday night, we are going to get a reservation. So you let us know as soon as possible so we can add you to a list. And we send that link to...
Shauna, the link to that restaurant, Buenos Aires... I think is how you pronounce it. And then anybody who's in the Austin area, Lisa, if you've heard of this restaurant, let us know. But it sounded really good. They have a meat plate. And the meat plate looks like, it's just basically meat. It comes with a strip, a New York strip, and there are 3 different house-made sausages. And a side salad. It's just greens, and then also a fries. Yeah, but we're going to ask them to substitute the fries for either sweet potatoes or they have some crispy Brussels sprouts. So maybe maybe we could get them to do the Brussels sprouts instead of the French fries.
Because one of my favorite things to do is ask them to make combinations. Because my theory is worst thing to do is tell you no.
Yeah, but the I know I mispronounced it, but the paradilla plate. I sound so hicky saying that.
Hicky.
Well, because I know that's not the correct way. Yeah. But anyways, the Paradilla plate.
I think it's Dia.
Paradilla plate.
Okay. I don't know for sure.
You can either get it where it feeds 2 to 3, which would be basically a HungryHeath and one person like me, and it's $62. But I think that's good considering you're getting the New York strip and there are three house-made sausages.
If we went to a Brazilian joint, it'd be $60 a person.
Right, and this 62, or they do if you have 4 to 5 people, that it's like $90. So I was like, oh, that'd be cool, if there is anybody who wants to join us. Now you might feel like, okay, like we just saw you at the meetup, I've had enough of seeing you, But if you want to join us, the only other thing is this place is located off of 6th Street. So the parking is just street parking. But
we were even kicking around the idea of maybe Ubering.
Yeah, but it's only about 10 minutes from our hotel. So that's a good thing. And then we'll just fry that little nugget up. And then
that's trash.
Yes. What we've got here, which I forgot to put on this stuff, is some fennel salt. Well, here, you show them the fennel and the saffron. Fennel salt, and it's with sea salt and saffron. And we actually got these in San Francisco when we visited a few years ago. So I'm excited. Okay, I read that. Julie in the Pine said, this is exciting. Well, thank you, Julie. I'm excited too. Shauna said, already tired, and I work in a little over 4 hours.
Do you want to do that other cheese? I do. Yeah. We're already here set up now, right? Well, I'm going to strip right here.
I wanted to see what they look like. Okay. What do you think?
That looks amazing. A little longer. Flip them and do a little longer.
Okay. I'll try.
Because even if they just stick together like that, I'll still eat them.
Well, I know.
I ain't picky.
Well, we know.
Well, no, leave them alone. They're peeling apart.
Well, just a couple because they were all clumped together.
Right.
There, those aren't. Ooh. Ooh, these are looking good, y'all. Okay.
So.
Let's do this again.
2, 3.
2 more minutes. I think that'll be good. All right.
So next.
Yeah.
So the next Sunday, we're going to drive back home. Oh, actually, we're going to go.
Oh, thanks, Sharon. She's reminding everybody to hit that up. Thank you so much.
We're going to do another farmer's market Sunday morning. Then we're going to leave from there and go to a food truck to have barbecue.
Yes.
Then we're going to drive home, and we're going to do my MS journey again live on the ride home.
And then, so I think Lisa, I don't want to overspeak, but I think she's going with us to the farmer's market on both Saturday and Sunday. So if you're interested, let us know. We are bringing our dogs with us. So they'll be, having fun. I figured this would be really good Saturday morning to take them to the farmer's market because they'll let them, walk, get out all their energy. And then we'll take them back to the hotel because it's not that far from the farmer's market. And
whatever we buy can go back in the fridge.
Right. We could put that in the fridge. It's just a mini fridge. But we can put that in the fridge, drop the dogs off, and then we'll head to the San Antonio meetup. And I figure, well, then the dogs should be tired and basically just sleep until we get back that evening.
Right.
And so we're so excited. 22Q Cat said next Friday will be fun. Hoping it all works out for you on to the stream live. Me too.
Tell them what you're telling me about the leaving the house when we have to.
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, we'll just start filming in the driveway," and I said, "Well, here's the thing, in our subdivision,
we're the 14th Street back, and we're in the middle of the neighborhood.
Right?
That tells you anything."
And there's a couple places that it's a dead spot. So I have always noticed, like anytime I'm listening to anything, when I get about 3 blocks away, all of a sudden everything stops. Like if anything that's on the internet stops. And then the next block, it reconnects, you know? And then there's a bridge we have to go over right here as well. When we go over that bridge, about the top of the bridge is also another dead zone, and then it reconnects. So I was telling him, I said, I think we really should wait until we're past that point on the bridge, because I feel like it's just going to go in and out.
And then also, y'all are going to get to go riding with us when we go to Dutch, because I want to hit Dutch on the way out. It'll be the first thing we do before we drive out.
Carrie said, I'll be going to work later tonight and off early Saturday morning. I need another job. Still working on getting hired. Well, keep it up. You'll find a job. There's a lot out there. Sharon said, technically, yes, I worked today. Right, you did.
Okay, we're going to do it again for the shrimps.
Oh, okay.
Well, hold on. Let me show them this.
Well, because I wanted to put some salt on.
Okay.
Because I forgot. No, you got to put it towards me. Like right here. There you go. This is the fennel one. And I should have done it as soon as they came out.
Yeah, well, you'll do it again. We'll remember and then on the next trip.
Yeah.
We'll do the shrimps too, the next one.
Yeah. I'm going to do the saffron on the shrimp. Okay. You ready?
Well, you want to do it there or you want to hold it again?
Hold
on. Yeah, let me hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not right there.
Oh.
Up here.
Oh, oops.
That's why I told you hold on.
All right. Ooh, these, I think they're good.
They're amazing. You want to just take the basket and turn it over? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oop. Don't want them to roll off. Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to put the saffron salt.
Oh, I don't think I was going to show them.
Oh, okay. And then you can show them once I get the salt on.
Well, they can't see you doing that.
Well, no, it'd be hard for me. My arms.
Well, because I was going to bring it back over here so you could do it. That's why I told you to hold on.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
Somebody's testy.
Yes. When I don't get listened to.
What? I still want to try it.
Then do it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Oh. What is it though? Which one is it? The mushroom?
It's mushroom. This is just the pork panko.
I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
Yeah,
I can't just take a
eat
bite.
the other half. And then let's try one of the shrimps real quick. Ooh, that's hot. You want to try the shrimp with me?
Uh-uh.
Oh?
My mouth is full.
Mm. That's good. Ooh, I really get that orange mango. You taste it, tell me.
I gotta finish my shrooms first. I almost dropped it.
Is that good?
That's dynamite.
I think he said dynamite, y'all.
That's way good.
Awesome.
Hey, no good.
Mary T said, you had to work. I thought the whole world was off today. Used to be as big as Christmas at one point, not anymore. Right? No. I do get off an hour early, but no, Heath had to work and I had to work. You need the cheese, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had to work. I was surprised. But basically, if the Federal Reserve is open, we are opened. Yum. Yeah, and that's done. And then if you want, we timer for 3 minutes. And then we can get our sauce, our dips out, right? But yeah, so if the Federal Reserve's open, we have to be open, which is fine with me. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Because we definitely had a lot of wires today that I had to get done. Now, what is that you showed everybody?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't remember what you made.
This is the kefir cheese. And we just made our ranch. And so it's basically like a ranch dip.
Did I turn a timer on?
No. Oh, yeah, you did. I see it counting down.
Okay.
So we figured this would be great for the mushrooms.
All right. Do you want these or you want another one? You want a container for it?
I don't. Whatever you think would be
You
best.
do, honestly?
Use this plate?
No. Why don't we just set that on the table and just eat off of it? Eat off the tray.
Yeah. Why not?
Why do we have to be all fancy?
I don't know. Why?
Just do that.
Yeah.
We're with our friends. We don't have to impress nobody.
Right. Shauna said it's stormy here and cold for us. 40 degrees. Oh, wow, Shauna. That sucks. It was a very nice day today. Bad Apple said, work as usual today for me, right? Healthcare never gets a day off. Physical torturists get no reprieve. That's right.
No, the only reason why she's off on Easter, because she's off every Sunday because she's in banking.
Yeah. Well, it's Saturday.
Well, that too. But I'm only off on Sunday on Easter because Sundays is my regular day off.
Right.
The rule is the only time where our stores are closed is Thanksgiving and Christmas Day.
Ooh, I'm an hour behind.
If the stores are open, our online is open.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the only reason why I get Easter off is because I'm already scheduled to be off on Sundays.
Right. Mama Bear Lynette said, I definitely worked all day today. I'm just now finishing up and it's 6:45 p.m. But I had a rush order and wanted to make sure I met the deadline. I will also work over the weekend. Girl, you go. You get it. Carrie said, those looks good. Thank you. And Defense Wiz, hey, Paul, said the evil mozzarella brick title had me at hello. Thank you, Paul. Well, if you didn't, go see the short as well, but you'll see them here in just a second. Toy TQ Cat said, I was so glad to hear you got your insulation all done.
Me too.
Thank you. Me too.
I really want Renee to come visit so she can see what it looks like upstairs now.
Right?
Which is how it looked last time she came up.
I was talking to my mom today and I told her how excited I was about the insulation. She was like, really? Like that got you excited? I'm like, yeah. Shada said, ooh, laugh out loud. Uh-oh. Carrie said, I was using a grant and shopping at H-E-B. Now the grant ran out of money, so I'll be living off hot dogs, salami, and eggs again. Right? Sharon said, Steph has a 5-day weekend. Oh, wow. And the new CNC is due to arrive on the 2nd, and we have been working to get the bench finished. That's awesome.
I can't wait till we visit and see your CNC in person.
I know.
I'm excited for you to have that.
Do you want to go ahead and pull those out of the warmer since we're almost ready?
Sure.
Sean said it's extremely windy in Virginia right now. We had to drive up a mountain with the wind blowing us all over the place. It was crazy, but we made it. Wow.
I didn't see for sure on the picture. Is your trailer, your mobile home thing, is it a bumper pull or a fifth wheel?
Oh, yeah. Is it a bumper or a fifth wheel? Carrie said, I don't get the ads like I do for Kroger. Oh. Shauna said, who remembers, do those shrimp have legs? Yes. How else are they supposed to walk?
I'm just moving them so we put the cheese in.
Oh, okay.
Don't I need to flip them, though?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Carrie said, Kroger has ribeye for $4.97 a pound for a coupon. Oh, well, my coupon was $4.97 for ribeye roast. Ooh, see, those are doing really good, aren't they?
You know why? I think the fryer, the oil's hotter.
Oh, maybe we put it in a little too cold. Defense Wiz said, tell that wind go away, Sean. My first tournament this year is at Virginia Beach. Wind sucks to play in. Oh, I bet.
3 minutes?
Yes. I bet it does. Julian the Pine said, ooh, shrimp, mega yums. Yes, I'm excited for the shrimp. So I'm... let's see here, y'all. We've got a fried board here, right? So here's a shrimp.
Truly is a fried day.
Dip it in our ranch keeper cheese.
You're starting without me.
Mm-hmm.
We're having no greens, though.
Harry said that would be so shocking to see, Heath.
Shocking?
Mm-hmm.
What was it though?
I don't know. Caden's here. Hey, Caden. She goes, hi, Shelly and Heath Crawfish with family just got home. Oh,
that sounds
nice.
amazing as well.
All right, here's the mozzarella brick from earlier. Oh,
look at that pool. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Look at this.
That is amazing.
Oh my gosh, y'all. That's what you want, right? In a mozzarella stick. Have you ever gotten a mozzarella stick where the cheese just was like blah? And you're like, oh man, I was hoping for a real nice cheesy. Oh my gosh. Ginger ale stevia. But I love crawfish. What do you like, Kate? Do you like the crawfish that is like spicy? Like what flavor crawfish do you get?
We got 1 minute left, so I'm not going to sit down yet.
Patty said, I like the shrimp and orange mango. It's delish, because I think you were the one who told us that. And that's why I was like, ooh, let's do the orange mango. What would you read?
The mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kefir.
Mm-hmm. Paul said, Parker Twin Powers activate. Right? That's marinara with the evil ooze. Oh my gosh.
All right, brother. We're from the South, but we're not related, so there's no twins.
22 Cat said, ooh, I wondered what that orange mango Ketochow sitting there was for. Sounds great. Thank you. Defense Fizz says, you have 5 Krogers within 15 minutes and we have none. We are a Wegmans city, but they don't have nearly the sell price as Kroger's do. There's probably more than that, actually. There's 5 that I go to, but there's, and if it's done, then turn the dial all the way.
No, I just unplug it.
Mm-hmm. There's probably, I think there's a couple more I'm not thinking of that I don't always go to. But yeah, we have
there's the one I like too.
Yeah.
You never go there. Because
well, the one that's just a half mile down from the other Kroger. Yes, there's a Kroger that's within a mile from another Kroger. They tend to have better sales than that one.
Well, it's kind of like, remember in Seattle? There's a Starbucks inside the Starbucks.
Mm-hmm. Paul said, rib roast at $4.97 FML. I know, Paul. See, you just need to come here. If you'd visit us. Karen Winston's here. Hey, Karen.
Howdy.
22Q Cat said, you have 5 Krogers near you and the H-E-B stores. That's awesome. Feel free to brag.
And an Aldi. And a Whole Foods.
Several Aldis. Several Whole Foods. Well, 2. Costco, Sam's.
And they're going to bring in Albertsons back.
Oh, wow.
No, not Albertsons. What's the other one? Not Albertsons. There was one other one that they
You're talking Randall's?
Randall's. That's what it was.
Oh.
Randall's left for a while, and they're talking about bringing them back now.
Then
we got a couple of little mom and pop shops, too.
Yeah, a few little Mexican markets.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Asian markets.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
We are not food shy.
Mm-mm. Oh, Shauna wants to know how many inches of beef tallow do we have in there?
I don't know.
We got it to the min line, not the max. And that took, I think, about 3 quarts.
Oh, you want me to go show them the box we used? I went and bought, remember?
That is
It's
lard.
Yeah, we used that too. So it's actually a mixture of tallow and lard.
We used 3 quarts of beef tallow, and that still didn't get it quite to the min line. It was just a little shy. So then we added half a pound of lard, and that got it to the min. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What did you have?
The warm sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other night when we did it, we just had room temp, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like I just opened both bottles straight from the cabinet. Because both of them need to be refrigerated after you open them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just opened them, pulled them from the cabinet, opened them and poured them in there, and we ate it. But this is better tonight when they're heated up like this.
Yeah. I'm just going to put some of this
Now the problem is,
salt.
I don't know what I like best.
Mm-hmm. Sharon said, "Hi, the dog. Heath wants to deep fry everything." Right? And Kate laughed. And my bear Lynette said, "Yes, the ribeye roast is $4.97 per pound, but it is select." I'm fine with select. That's new in the last 6 months. It used to always be choice, and it was $5.97 per pound. But when I grill it rare, I can't tell the difference.
Right?
Right. I can't really tell much of a difference between select and choice.
The only time I notice the difference is in my wallet.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That's really good, that Ketochow.
Yeah, that orange mango.
You know, if we didn't have all this, we should have done to make it instead the hey-yo sauce.
Right. Hey-yo would have been good too. Sharon said ghost pepper is good and scorpion is a bit wow. Those are the only ones I've tried. Not yet. Yeah, see, I like the scorpion, but it is.
Now they do
It'll
have
bite you.
They
They'll
do have
sting
a
ya.
pineapple, but that one has sugar in it, so I've never actually tried it.
Mm-hmm. Sharon said we need a fry cam. I know. We were gonna try to do that.
Well, we were afraid to be too close to the computer.
Yeah. We didn't want anything to get or the phone to get dropped in the fryer.
Right.
Carrie said, haven't done any fried foods anymore. Well, and that is something. Julia the Pine said, yes, that would be so cool, wouldn't it?
What would be?
When we I think we were talking about something with the food. Kathleen said, my favorite is fried shrimp.
Uh-huh.
These fried shrimp with the Ketochow, yum. My bear Lynette said, my favorite fried food is the batter dipped fried fish I got in London. Oh my holy heck, that was delicious. Right. I'm going to be honest, y'all. When we go to London in a couple years, so in 2026, that's our plan. That's our goal. We're doing our budgeting now. I put in a little sinking fund just for London. And we will go off plan because I want to try London fish and chips. That's what they're known for, right? They're not known for a lot of food, but they are known for their fish and chips. So we will have an off-plan meal, try their fish and chips. So
I love this. So we're already planning for 26. So it's almost like vacation by layaway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Lisa's been a member for 21 months.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. She said her favorite is fried chicken. Oh, yeah. Fried chicken is good. We'll have to do that, too.
And the deep fry instead of the air fryer?
Yeah. Right? Do some chicken tenders?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe. Ooh, if I could find chicken tenders on sale tomorrow, I might come home and do that for lunch.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Well, let me know because I still have my burgers set up for lunch tomorrow, but I just moved those to Sunday.
Okay.
If you can do it in time, though.
Right. Rickwood said, I have lots of favorite fried foods, from mushrooms to seafood. And look, we did it tonight, Joe. We got mushrooms and shrimp. Bad Apple said, who loves some fried avocado fries?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
That would be good. But fried jalapeno popper balls are a close second. I haven't had fried okra in ages, but I love that. Ooh, I used to love fried okra too.
We thought about, I don't know if I mentioned earlier or not, we thought about doing French fries tonight too, off of a sweet potato, but we figured it's going to be enough.
Mm-hmm. As I'm already getting full.
We wanted the other cheese sticks first because they're going to be fresh, and then we just let them sit there.
Well, I mean, I'm ready for them when you are. I'm like, where do I want to dip this shrimp?
Oh, and we got this nugget in here too.
Ooh, that's got a little tail on it.
Yeah, it does.
What are you doing?
I'm just letting it down there so I can reach this while you're watching me.
Our little fried hush puppy here. There we go. Goodness. Paul said, glad Mary mentioned it. What do you want me to do?
Help.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh. Oops.
Here, spatula, you think? Slide it underneath it?
Probably. Well, no, I can see this one's about to pop if I can.
Just break free.
Yeah, see, it's about to.
What's that Queen song? I want to break free.
Oh, goodness. Are we going to start talking about music again?
Let's do it. Concert at the Palace.
Okay, hold it firm.
Oh, Mama Bear Lynette, thank you. We owe you another thank you. You recommended we watch The Bear.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
We're caught up on that. I'm waiting for the next season.
Here,
it was so good.
Who has watched The Bear?
That was really, really good.
Yes, we freaking loved it. We could not stop watching it. We were like,
sad it's over.
Well, it's not over.
Well,
we're caught up.
I'm sad we're caught up.
Oh, you keep moving it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to set it down.
Okay. Oh. All right.
Now I'm just going to carry this over here and get it out of the way.
All right. Ooh, these are still, this one's still hot. Ooh. Oh, can y'all even see that smoke coming out? Oh, wow. That's hot. Okay, so Paul was saying, glad Mary mentioned it's Good Friday. Totally forgot to take the lamb leg out of the freezer to thaw. Ooh, lamb leg jelly.
Last Easter, we had rabbit. We smoked it, remember?
Oh, yeah. I thought it was the Easter before. But anyhow, doesn't matter. Wow, but lamb sounds so good. Melissa's here. Hey, Melissa. She said fried rangoons. Oh, those were good.
That would be good, yeah.
And then coconut shrimp, yes. Fried pickles.
Oh, we could have done that too.
Zucchinis, other vegetables. Yes, just good old fried French fries, taquitos, empanadas, basically anything. Right? Just fry it up. It's good.
She doesn't discriminate. Better than Long John Silver's.
Right? And how appropriate. Patty said all the fried seafoods, right? Like all of it. I think that was a problem. Like I used to love going to Long John Silver's and getting their stuff. It was cheap and.
Wow. The
Sharon said
yummers. Ketochow was the best one. All the mushrooms.
Sharon said yummers. And Mary T said, sadly, my favorite fried food is a thing of the past for me. Fried bread dough. Now I would choose fried cheese, I think. Right? Oh, like in New Orleans, a beignet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Renee said, I've never really loved fried seafood, but growing up in Pensacola, fresh seafood seemed to have a better flavor. Breading and frying it seems sacrilege. That makes total sense. Because when you have it fresh and it's good.
And most places, when you go to the restaurant, it's all frozen anyways. They're not really cooking it fresh. They just grab it from the freezer. They get it shipped in, and then they drop it. That's the case with most places anyways.
Renee says she's going to need you to say charcuterie again.
Charcuterie. Did I do it right?
I thought it was right. Sean said, every time I think of fried seafood, I think of Long John Silver's. Okay. But I don't think you like Long John Silver's.
You know what I used to really like? Crab cakes. I mean, the fried crab was on the shell and everything, remember? I used to love those too.
Yeah. Sara says, this Sunday is Easter? I know. I think it threw a lot of people off because it's
only happens
in March.
Every year.
No, because it's in March. Usually Easter falls in April, and this year it fell at the end of March.
Do we need to make another batch of this?
No, we'll probably finish.
Oh, this is just batter. There's not even cheese left in it.
Oh, there's a little.
That's awesome, though. What?
Mouthful of cheese. Bad Apple said shorts. I've been hitting the thumbs up on every one of them. Oh, thank you, Renee. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And Sean said, #shorts. We just watched it on Shell's phone. Oh, thank you, Sean. And I have to say, since we started doing shorts, we have gained, about 15 subscribers from doing shorts, y'all. I'm
going to record 2 or 3 more on Sunday.
Yeah, to put out next week.
It seems like so far our most popular one was when I did the pork loin. Well, I'm going to smoke a few more things on Sunday, and hopefully those will be just as popular.
Sharon said, tomorrow I'll be starting some home-cured bacon. I ran out. Oh, that sounds awesome, Sharon.
I've been wanting to do some, but we've been getting store-bought so cheap, it's not really, it doesn't make any sense for me to do my own. Oh, wow. What the heck? I just got real dizzy all of a sudden just sitting here.
Oh.
Bizarre.
Paul said, quintuple shot. Now I want to break out my espresso machine and draw a few shots. Thanks for that, Shauna. You should. I support that. Carrie said, no, I checked it. The only way you can have the exemption is the homestead, which is what I have. And when I get to the age of 65, if you're a disabled vet, there isn't a regular vet discount. Oh, okay.
Well, at least you do. I'll tell you that.
And then Patty said, #shorts. Thank you, Patty. That's awesome. And Rickwood said, those mushrooms look so good. I think what helped with the mushrooms is they're so freaking big. But yeah, the mushrooms turned out amazing. And you know it's a good fried mushroom when you bite into it and the mushroom is juicy. I won't say the M word, but when the mushroom is so juicy, as I know before when we've gotten them at restaurants, I was going to say they bring them out fresh and you go in to bite it and you almost scold your mouth because there's so much juice on the inside. It's like flaming hot, remember?
Yeah.
And you'd have to be like, whoa.
But I was going to say, Carrie, it's good you did your due diligence and did all your research on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to at least try.
Mm-hmm. Harry said they played the smallest violin in the world when I told them I had trouble and they didn't care. Who's that? The VA?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's Uncle Sam.
Kathleen said, #shorts. Thank you, Kathleen. When I called the property tax office, Shelly didn't care. I can pay it. Will make it very tight financially. I'm still looking for work. Well, I'm sorry that you think I didn't care. I mean, I do. I understand you got to pay taxes. I mean, we have a house too. Carrie, these days I could travel to the keto events. The trip to Austin, San Antonio is too far. Right. It is.
Who said that?
Carrie said it's a little too far. It is a bit of a drive.
Carrie, what you should also try, go to this website called, it's 3 words. Well, it's all one word when you type it in, but it's Rat Race Rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
That's where me and her found jobs. My last 2 work at home jobs I got there.
Mm-hmm.
But just read the fine print whenever you're applying for, and just make sure you get one where they provide everything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't charge you for anything. Just go in there and look. You can sign up for their email list, and they'll just email you. I think it's twice a week, all their new openings. And there's all sorts of stuff on there, even part-time stuff or stuff you can do like once a week or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You just go in there and look. Maybe you can find something you can work at home. Like I said, they'll just send you. That's what I do all my equipment, and I just sit in my house and work, and it's amazing. Rat Race Rebellion. No, go.
There we go. There.
You gotta go from the 5 to the 2?
No, I did. It showed 5, but then it had the connect button. I don't know, y'all. But Lisa said, dang, good thing I get paid next week. Same girl. Like I've been playing around. Thank you, Shauna. I've been playing around with the budget and trying to figure. Oh, excuse me. And the rest is yours. I'm like so full, y'all.
I am too.
That cheese. Yeah, you better eat the cheese.
I had it tomorrow for breakfast. I wonder how it would do in the air fryer. Would it probably burn it? Or would I just need to heat it up in the oven?
I think if you did in the air fryer, just do it a little lower temp.
Right.
But yeah, I've been working on the budget to figure out exactly, like I want to pull enough cash so that kind of keeps me in line at the farmers markets, right? So I'm not like, oh yeah, let's just buy this and this. So if I just pull the cash out, I'm thinking, well, then I'll be able to just be like, oh no, we've already spent our cash, so that's it, you know? Oops.
No, I'm just getting as close as we can put that spoon on that.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured you might want to lick the spoon.
I don't know, but I'm saying.
And then Lisa said, contact me later. I have an idea about getting to the restaurant. My office is located on 10th, and we could catch the Uber from there. Less miles equals less money. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Lisa. Yes, thank you.
So obviously she's going with us. That's awesome.
I guess so.
So we need to make it for at least 3. So we should go ahead and make the reservation for 6. Just
I think it's 4. Because
yeah,
Max or both your sons going to come.
Yeah, let's just check contact later. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Shauna said, what was that? I think he just like hit it. Elstrange said, which farmers market on Saturday? Max is excited to see y'all.
Thank you.
I can't wait either. Okay, Saturday, the Barton Creek Farmers Market. I think that's the one you recommended, and it's only like 10 minutes from our hotel. And so that would be perfect.
For the dog.
Yeah, for the dogs, because we go there, then go back to the hotel, and you can ride with us. We'll hit the hotel, put the dogs up, put whatever we bought up, and then from there, then we'll drive to San Antonio.
Ride with us.
Well, or you can follow us to the hotel, then you can park at the hotel.
I don't know if we don't mind you riding with us. I just don't know if they have room for y'all and the dogs. We do have a third row if we fold it up right, but it'll just be really fun.
Right. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Shada said, welcome tonight to the Friday night feast where 1/3 is just voices. Right? Because we were off camera most of it.
It's a radio show.
I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, it's a podcast now. That's the popular thing. It's a podcast. Which, did you know this? I know Maurice who recommended Clark Howard to me. Is anybody familiar with him? He used to be a sports broadcaster.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for a long time, and now he's all into finance. And yeah, I really enjoy his show. So thank you very much, Marie. He's like one of those that I actually look forward to his daily shows. Like I enjoy it, and the name just passed me who does the show with him. His co-host. She's adorable. But I love looking forward to hearing his show and all the stuff that he has, like going on and all of his advice. And I'm on his newsletter, y'all. Go ahead. Sorry. So yeah, thank you so much, Marie. I love that. Shada said, one word, hangry. And Paul said he's here for the cheese pool. Well, I hope you enjoyed that cheese pool because that was epic, right?
I don't think we mixed that marinara right.
Oh?
Because there's a couple of bites that are spicier than the others.
Well, that's possible. Lisa said, my kids were off. Well, that's nice. They got a day off, right? That is true. Back in school, you usually got that day off. Patty said, y'all are making me want to eat again. Right.
Well,
this is why I fasted until today.
It's really hard on her when I'm fasting sometimes. She said the food just smells so good.
When I'm fasting.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I'm fasting. So I haven't been that consistent, but I'm starting now. And I was a lot more consistent this week with fasting. So I did a couple longer fasts this past week. And yeah, so Heath.
She's a saint, y'all, because she still cooks for me when she's fasting.
Mm-hmm.
That's love.
I made him like this hash one night.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good.
And what I'm thinking about doing, because y'all still want to show y'all what I'm eating every week. So I'm just taking pictures. So I'm going to mimic what we post for y'all from the trailers for the Friday Night Feast. So when we go live, I don't know if we're going to do it next week, but I know this week I'm going to do a trailer showing all my food first.
I think that's awesome.
And I'll even put labels on there as to what it is too.
Paul said half day today, but I'm taking Monday off for my birthday just because I always do. Is your birthday April 1st? My grandmother April 1st, which I always gave her a hard time. I was like, oh, Fool's Day, right? But I always gave her a hard time for it. So yes, hers was April 1st. And but she never liked that. She didn't like to be kidded about it being April Fool's Day. She said, I'm not a fool. And I'm like, it's just a joke.
She didn't like being fooled about anything, though.
No.
She did not have thick skin.
No, she didn't.
Because she was a little woman, but like short. So
no, light.
2 inches away from being a midget.
Literally she was. And she really took offense to anything that, one time when my mom was little girl, she asked her, Mom, are you a midget? And she didn't say anything. She just stepped back and put her high heel into my mom's foot and then walked on. And my mom was like, okay, well, I guess that's the answer. She never asked that again. So yes, she was just, oh, so close. Maybe you pushing in there. So yeah, she didn't like. What? What did I say? L Strange said, do a recipe short on that kefir cheese. Oh, that's a good one. Thank you.
As the woman asked, I pushed it in there.
Toy TQ Cat said, look at all that dip, right? Look.
She just called me a big dip.
That's a lot of kefir cheese I've been making him, y'all. Patty said, agree. Yes, a short on the kefir dip. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
This is amazing on my deviled egg. I mean, my hard-boiled eggs, too.
Yeah. You had what on the pork chop? What else did you have it on? It was the pork chop, right? And you used it for your sweet potato fries.
Yes, it was really good, too.
L Strange said, HEB will be closed on Easter. Oh, that's right. Mary T said, I'm such a spoiled career union government worker. I work in private industry now. What a shock having to work until 5. You're like, oh, I can't just go. And, I think it honestly depends, Mary, on who you work for. Like, because I work for a bank. It's almost a guarantee if there is some sort of holiday that weekend. So such as Easter, I think there was a couple others where a holiday fell on a weekend. We almost always got to leave early on Friday paid, right? It wasn't just, okay, you could leave. It was paid. And I know one time we got to leave like 2 hours early, is basically as soon as we were caught up.
I get on it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, me too.
There's tons.
Oh, man. Oh, got my eyes.
Oh, no. Do you need to go wash it out with the spray?
No.
Okay.
I'll cry for everybody. Cry for me, Argentina.
Well, we don't have any Ketochow shakes for you to. Ooh, this is all wet.
Well, that's why I'm bringing that out.
That's why you're bringing it out, huh? Oh, man.
So full.
But yeah, Sean said, this is how much we love hanging out with the Horde.
Aww.
I'm holding my phone up to the window in the RV to get a decent signal. Oh, Sean, thank you. Y'all are superstars for doing that. We appreciate it. Mary T said, that looks awesome. A big old platter of fried goodness.
And it was really classy eating off that tray, too, wasn't it?
Right. I mean, after watching The Bear this week, yeah, right. It was basically this week, we're definitely not, bear quality here.
We're not bougie.
Right. You're not going to see us using tweezers to put everything on.
At best, we may be redneck bougie, but I really doubt that.
I don't think we're redneck bougie either. But yeah, we just cook, right? But yeah, let me know who else has watched The Bear, because I really enjoyed it. And I'll discuss The Bear when we get caught up. Sean said it's a travel trailer, a bumper pull. Oh, nice. How nice.
That's awesome.
Carrie said, all that brick and shrimp looks so good. It's a fried shrimp house. Right? It is. Thank you.
House. Yeah, I like it.
Paul said, yes, at the cheese pool. Oh, I'm so glad. And L Strange said, sexy. I know. What is it about a cheese
pool? And the cheese, too. I know she's looking at me, but the cheese, too.
Well, of course, right. Lisa was clearly calling you sexy.
I don't blame her. And I promise you, I'm not arrogant. I'm just assured.
Definitely the first 3 letters of that word.
I'm not confident. I'm not cocky. I'm just confident.
But yeah, what is it about a cheese pool that it's just so amazing? Does he need to go out?
And well, he smells everything. Come on, buddy.
But it seems
you run away.
Oh,
good goodness. Hi, What? Who's that?
I don't know. I'm getting messages. I'll check if you're messaging me. I'll check after the live. I'm gonna get caught up. Tweety Cute Cat said, "Give me that cheese." Ah, and Shauna said, "Cheesy," and barely begun. Hey, Coda said, "There it is, right?" And then my bear Lynette, oh my God, cheese pull. Yes, y'all. That's what we're here for. Patty said, that looks amazing. It'll take me about 7 hours to get there. Save me some. Oh, well,
look, I got you right here.
Yeah, right here.
There's your cheese pull.
And he'll be awake in the morning for you.
And I have another block, so we can make another batch.
That's right. Carrie said,
you can just grab a block and come on.
Yeah, right.
Actually, what did we say this was when we bought it? It's only it's less than $8 for the whole block.
It was $7.29 for a 2-pound block of mutts.
Was it 2 pounds?
Yeah, 32 ounces.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, math is not my strong suit.
No, that's
so. Of course, I became a carpenter.
Well, I work at a bank because I am good with numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. My mother forgot. I feel so bad for her. I think she says her blood sugars are good. And I said, well, what is your CGM? Oh, I don't have one. As a diabetic. And I said, okay, well, and she goes, but a nurse comes and does my blood work every couple of weeks and takes it then. I'm like, but Gesundheit, this is what she had. As someone who is a diabetic, she said last A1C was, she thinks it was 7, but it was really good. So she thinks a 7 is good.
Well, that's what the standard American diet nurse told her, though.
I know. But again, she was just like, well, it's like a 7. I think that's good. That, they were happy. And I was like, a 7, Mom, that's still a diabetic.
Because you know why they're happy?
Because it's not a 9.
That, and they can keep selling her all the meds.
Right, that's true. But I was just like, I said, well, look, I said, most of the time, like when I'm fasting, especially extended fast, it's between 70 and 80. And then I noticed on days when I do eat, when I take it afterwards, it's usually between 100 to 130 was like the highest this week after I ate.
What time was it? 8:15?
Yeah.
Wow. That was quick.
And I was telling her that, and she was just like, oh, wow. And I said, so what are your numbers? Oh, I don't take it. I was like, why aren't you wearing a CGM? Oh, I don't know. And this is what my brother got her for breakfast. We won't get into that. But anyways, what he got her, had it delivered, was a Dunkin' Donuts. There, she had donut holes.
Uh-huh. Sugar.
And then she had a croissant sandwich.
Sugar.
And she was like, well, that was good. It had egg and bacon on it. And I'm like, and what else was, mixed all in it. And then I
bet the eggs were just brilliant.
Yeah. And then she also she said she likes her coffee iced. I know she always preferred from Starbucks the Frappuccinos, which is just a milkshake.
That's full of sugar
but
too,
now
right?
she loves this. And I said, well, first of all, sorry, y'all. Sorry, Paul. Dunkin' Donuts down here is CRAP. It is like they send me a freebie for my birthday and I decline it. But I told her it's because I prefer my coffee, black, maybe a little heavy cream. That's it. Or at Dutch, since they have sugar-free flavors, then I'll get that sometimes.
What is it Dennis Larry says? He wants flavored coffee.
Right. But my mom, she said, oh, they send it. She goes, but this isn't much sugar. And I said, so your coffee you're getting from them, is it sweetened? Oh, I don't think so. And then she takes it. She goes, well, it does taste a little sweet. And I'm like, a little sweet? Really? And she was like, well, it is pretty sweet. And I was like, yeah, that's sugar plus the croissant, plus you're going to have the donut holes. Like, that's nothing but sugar that you're having right now.
As a diabetic. Type 2, right?
Yes. But anyways, I'm sorry. I just was like, what am I going to do? And then she was telling me, because I said, oh, yeah, I told her how wonderful Sharon sent us the the Fry Daddy or the Presto Fry. Pro Fry. And that we use, lard and tallow. And she goes, lard? And I was like, yeah. And that stuff's supposed to be horrible for you.
Standard American.
I was like, Mom, a lot has changed since 1980.
Even before then.
Because she's still on the, you can't eat beef. Or you shouldn't eat beef. You shouldn't eat, animal fats. I was like, no, like actually lard is good. It's not unhealthy for you. And she was just like, I've always heard that you should never have lard, that it's bad. I was like, no, what you should be having is the canola oil and the soybean oil that is in everything you're drinking and eating right now.
All the sugar you just ate.
Right. I'm like, those oils are inflammatory. The lard is okay. And she's like, oh.
That's how we've done this. That's how we reversed our type 2 diabetes.
And she said it's getting really hard for her to see. And I'm like,
why?
You know that diabetes hurts the eyes. And she was like, oh. And I said, yes, when you have chronically high blood sugars, it damages your eyesight. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, that kind of makes sense. Carrie said, I'll need to look for the recipe you just used when I can have cheese again. Food is hard to have in the fridge now since the grant. I was running out of money. Right. Well, you know, I'm sure that your church and different things, they've helped you a lot. So hopefully they'll continue to help you with that.
Rat Race Rebellion.
Sharon said, cheese, please.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Kate said, we do this on the crawfish. Super spicy crawfish.
Where's she at?
She's in Louisiana.
Let's go visit where she's at and try some of theirs.
I know. With corn, sausage, potatoes, onions, and even shrimp. Ooh.
We bought it one place here. They actually threw lobster with it.
Oh, yeah. In the boiled water, boiling with tons of spices and seasonings and a crab boil. Girl, you are talking my language. I love super spicy crawfish. Oh my gosh. Now we do, and I know some people will say that's sacrilege. We do wear gloves when we eat crawfish. Sorry, but it's because I'm a handsy person, and so I will do this like right after I'm done eating.
Booby trap.
Yes. Or you end up, you have like a little paper cut somewhere. You'll find it when you're eating crawfish.
What really, really made me sad whenever we had all the renovations done on the house because of the snowmageddon, is I had, when the power went out, I had to throw out, I had a whole bunch of containers full of crawfish broth because they were running a special right before everything, and we went and go because there's a food truck around the corner from us that were running specials once a week, and we were members with them. They had a little what do they call it? A little coupon thing. They give you like a business card, and every time you ordered from them, they'd stamp it. Once you
ordered so many,
you got a free pound. Free 5 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
So we started saving the shells as we're eating them. I had 2 bowls. We ate out of one bowl. We saved the other bowl, and I froze them all. We used them and made stock with it, seafood stock. But when the power went out, we had to pitch it all. I was really sad because I was really looking forward to using that to make some stuff.
Yes.
Like maybe
there's an idea.
Yeah.
Because then you get all the super spicy in with it too. Oh my goodness. Carrie said, when I had Aldi, I wish I had an Aldi. Right. I do have Mexican meat market I need to try.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes you can get some good deals. Carrie and everybody else, there's an app called Flip. FLIPP. There's 2 P's in it. Flip. And it will show you, once you put in your information, it'll show you all of the ads of all of the grocery stores, I think within like 20 or 30 miles. And you can see all of the ads. So all of the different. Yeah. And so like some of the Mexican markets near me, I could go and look and see, okay, what's their specials on meat this week, and then compare it, to H-E-B and Kroger and just see who has the best deal.
Driving back and forth to all the places.
Right. Or having to go to each website. Yeah, it's all right there. And what I've done on mine is I go through and you could select stores as favorites. And then all I have to do is click on my favorites, and then I can see Kroger, H-E-B, Sprouts, Aldi. I can look and see and Joe V's, all of their ads for the week.
Does Carrie have a Joe V near him? Because I don't remember how many they have.
I don't think they're in Beaumont yet. Okay. And they just opened their 10th, but it was in Katy.
Okay.
Marianne, hey.
Howdy.
Said, worked really late tonight. Love overtime pay, so just caught up. Looks delicious. Yes. Girl, since you're closing on retirement, you got to get all that overtime you can, right? TweetTQ Cat said, that cheese Heath is so stringy, it looks like taffy.
Right?
Laugh out loud. I know. I'm telling you, the brick is the way to do it. Right. Patty said, what? That just mozzarella cheese?
Yes.
That was it. Just the mozz.
All we did an egg wash, coated it. What you said?
Well, you could go watch the short, which I know Patty does. Yeah. But yeah, that's all we did. And it's only just the regular block of mozzarella. Now, of course, we get it at HEB, but I would think anywhere, and it's the low moisture, right?
What you want to do? I'm gonna get the bag because I remember I threw it away, but it's in the recycle thing, so I need to grab it real quick.
El Stray said, y'all are making me regret giving away my fry daddy. Well, that's what got us here because of the empanadas, right? And then Heath was crying that we sold ours at a garage sale, and then Sharon gave us one, and now we're making use of it. I'm telling you. There's the mozzarella. Yeah, the low moisture part skim mozzarella.
And this is Hill Country Fair, which is HEB's brand. Their house brand. What is it? Can y'all even see?
Well, that's the nutrition.
Yeah, but I thought there was like show them the moisture and everything on it. I guess it really doesn't matter. I can tell just from this, huh? Mm-hmm. But yeah, we get this one better. We used to get a giant big block from Costco, but we find this one melts better and it shreds better too. Because we use it also when we make our skillet pizzas.
Yes.
Oh, I can put this in the fridge though, right?
Yeah, and the other. Carrie said the other Wednesday night at the church, we have our fellowship meal and someone brought mini bell peppers wrapped in bacon. Oh, they were good. That sounds amazing. Carrie said, I tried to get a mozzarella brick through the computer screen. The cheese pool got stuck in the monitor, right? That's what cheese does.
All right, I'll be right back.
Mom Bear Lynette said, yes, I really enjoyed the TV series The Bear. I'm glad you did too. Yes, it was so good. Sharon said, yeah, we had a fryer like this too. Didn't use it enough and gave it away, right? You're like, oh, I'm not using it. Carrie said, I'll have to see about The Bear and if I could stream it since I don't have cable. Right. That's what we had to do. But yeah, it's good. Shauna said, deep fried Brussels sprouts. Ooh. Now we can do our own crispy Brussels. Thank you, Shauna. Sean said fried crab cakes. That was the best growing up in Maryland crab cakes. That sounds amazing. Ooh, and frying them. Oh my gosh, you guys. Sean said, it wasn't the fact that I didn't like the Long Johns. All that batter upset my stomach. Right. Every time I ate at Long John, especially after I had Crohn's or ulcerative colitis, I would get sick every time. So I didn't eat there much. But I remember it was like good. Like something with the texture is what I liked. Mom Bear Lynette said, okay, y'all, I made it to 8 o'clock. But now it's definitely bedtime. I'll watch the rest of this on the replay tomorrow morning. Well, good morning, Lynette. I hope you had a good night's rest. Oh, Carrie said, no, Shelly, sorry for that. I didn't say you did care. I said the tax play. Oh, okay. So I misunderstood. I'm sorry, Carrie. Yeah. And you know what? That's what's going to happen, unfortunately, with taxes. Tax places usually don't care, right? Well, I'll put it this way. If you have a business or you make lots of money, tax places will care. Otherwise, they won't. As I just finished that book about tax-free wealth, and it's like, yeah, they'll care. Okay, Shawnee said, fry Brussels sprouts.
Oh.
We could do the crispy Brussels. And you know what'd be good, Shauna, is to get that keto honey and mix it with our sriracha. And after you pull the Brussels out of that, drizzle that on top. And then a little fresh parm. Oh, my goodness. Okay, now we know what we're going to do. Carrie said, I know about Rat Race, just haven't found anything yet. Well, that's the good thing about Rat Race is you get the email daily, And then this one we froze.
And another thing with Rat Race I do, I just go to the website and start looking.
Right. Rick would said, oops, all that fried food got them.
Uh-huh.
Mary T said, dang, Rat Race Rebellion, USA only. Yeah.
Aww.
I would love to find something from home. My office job is miserable. Oh, thank goodness, only 3 days a week. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary T.
Because that's the thing, too, I would have to look at very closely there. Because they have one what they call hybrid, whereas you work from home a couple of days and you work in the office a couple of days. I wanted one that was strictly at home. Because that also helps with bills as well, because they don't have to run back and forth.
Right. It definitely, our gas bills gone down.
Yes.
20 Cute Cat said, that kitty thinks he has to put in an appearance every week. That sounds like a cat, right?
Right. I think that's probably why they do that. That's why they use a cat.
Mary T said, we've been taking $500 cash at the beginning of the month. That's our food money. Sometimes we have to use our debit here and there, but we've saved hundreds.
That's awesome.
Yay! I'm so happy for you, Mary T.
That's awesome.
It really does help, right? And then Lynette already went to bed, but I've already said good morning. Oh, and then Sean said what he used to have in Maryland, fried crab cakes. That sounds good.
Oh. That's another thing I want to try and do. We have the muffin thing. I've been seeing these commercials here lately for the new thing from Little Caesars. They're like pizza bites or something like that. They look like little muffins, almost like the little crab muffins you made. About the same time, I was like, well, we can keto that and make our own.
Definitely.
I want to play around with doing that pretty soon.
El Strange said, we'll just toss Max in the back.
Okay.
Shauna said, I'm here freezing, and my good friend Laura is sending me amazing beach pics from Heron Island Resort in Australia.
Oh, wow. See, that's the thing. That's another reason. That's another thing I was really sad about, too, her getting sick on that world cruise. We were supposed to go to Australia. Now I have to be part of this conspiracy theorist who thinks Australia doesn't actually exist.
But obviously it does, because Shauna's friend is there on the beach.
She could just be telling her that. We don't know.
Oh, maybe she's actually just at a beach in, San Diego?
Right. We don't know.
Well, we made it to New Zealand, so chances are.
Chances are, but I want to know for sure.
So New Zealand exists, but not Australia. My rule.
Trust, but verify.
That trust but verify he does, y'all. Sometimes I want to punch him in the nuts.
Negative. You do not hit my pecans.
I thought that they were
walnuts.
I was going to say lemons, but okay. Shauna said, sure does.
I don't teabag a potato sack.
Oh, God. She has her 7'3" hubby got a custom piano built from a piano master builder. Last check before it shipped out.
Oh, wow.
7'3". My goodness.
What do they say? How's the air up there?
Right? That even makes you feel short.
It does.
Sharon said, when I'm fasting, Steph has to get his own food. I feel for you. It is hard sometimes. I mean, he does plan out what he's going to eat. And I do have certain stipulations where I'm like, no, you can't be eating that.
Or should I go sitting there and I'll eat in here?
Yes. But sometimes you're like, ooh, I want to make this. I'm like, because I think you wanted to make a pizza or something on Wednesday. I was like, no, you are not making pizza when I am fasting. You're just going to have to wait.
Yes, dear.
And that's when he makes pork chops, because I'm not a huge pork chop fan or a pork chop fan at period. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and eat your pork chops, because I ain't going to care about that.
Because in fact, the other night when I had my pork chops, I was really wanting steak. She's like, no, save them for me. I'm like, yes, dear.
But I guess cooking, you know what I think it is? because I always feel like I need to be doing something and bored. And so when he's running around the kitchen, I know it's hard for Sharon and Shauna to believe how Heath is in the kitchen, but when he's running around, and I'm like, look, I'm just going to sit over here and I'm going to dice this up. I'm going to make you a quick little hash. And then he's like, oh, thank you so much. And then he's off doing whatever else he's doing. And at least that gets done.
Like a Tasmanian devil.
But I guess that doesn't really bother me too much. And he's having it
before. That's my day for tomorrow.
What?
None? I'll tell you later.
So anyways, but yeah, I've noticed, especially this week, like after the first 24 hours, the next day, so after 36 hours when I'm fasted, and those that do these longer fasts, you probably feel the same way, but after 36 hours, I instantly have so much energy that, like, literally this week on my lunch break, I was like, I went and one day I was dusting the whole house during my lunch break. Another day I was sweeping. I cleaned the bathroom, all of the bathroom, cleaning it, the toilet, and all of that stuff on my lunch break. Because I was like, I got to do something. And I just have like too much energy.
It's almost like a fasting high.
It really does feel that way. After the first 24 is a little challenging at times, but I know as soon as I've reached that 24, I'm like, okay, dang, you got it. You could do it from here. After that, then it's just kind of like, okay, then I just get all kinds of energy and I'm just ready to keep going and getting things done. Shauna said it has an extra octave and a half, I believe she said. Oh, wow. Fancy. Carrie said, my birthday's on the 13th of April, which would have been Friday. Darn, leap year, and it's on a Saturday. Oh, man. So close to having Friday the 13th birthday. That would have been fun. Rickwood said, we'll wish you a birthday on the 12th. Right? There you go. Sharon said, okay, hop on the treadmill. Ooh, you go. Let's see. Shauna said, when I heard bear, I was thinking a big furry animal. I mean, that's kind of the point of it. If you watch the show.
I'll tell you some stuff, but I don't want to spoil it. You need to watch the show to get the gist of everything.
And in fact, the very first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pretty much explains it. But yeah, that's the reason. If anybody watched Shameless,
yes,
it has, what's his name? Jeremy something.
Jeremy, look it up.
Jeremy looking it up. But he was in that show Shameless.
It was really good too. I liked that show a lot.
I never watched it. Jeremy Allen White. And I know some people say he's just so cute, but I don't know. I wouldn't say he's like, oh, drop dead gorgeous, but he ain't bad to look at. But yeah. Patty Duran said, where can I find the bear? Where was it at?
It's on FX, isn't it?
Is it FX? Oh, let me see.
Say what network or whatever. What platform?
Oh.
Yeah, TV
network. Oh, FX on Hulu.
Okay.
FX original, but we'll stream on Hulu. Trying to minimize for me, y'all. Where did I go? Where was that? Oh, whoops! It jumped on me, you guys. Give me just a second.
Also, another way we can do it is if we skipped you, just say it again. We apologize.
No, I got kind of
fighting with us.
Patty said we just binge watched Reacher on Prime. Very dope, very good. I've heard great things about Reacher as well.
Okay, I mean that's when you say, "Oh, what's the other one I just said we were going to watch?"
The Curse.
Yes, that one looked good too. Go to YouTube and watch the trailer for it and tell me if y'all think it looks good.
Mary T said, I was the only support staff in my department in college I worked at. Faculty full-time was 20 hours a week, and they spoiled me rotten. Wow. We had 7 weeks vacation plus sick time plus every stat and lieu days if stat fell on a weekend. It was a perfect job. I stayed 30 years. I don't blame you.
Now you're just showing off. That's
right?
amazing.
And now you're getting your comeuppance.
Right. Now the pendulum is swinging the other way.
Now you're working.
You're working for the man.
For 3 days a week, and you're like, dang, this does suck. I'm not built for this.
This is how the other half lives, huh?
Mary T said, oh my God, y'all, my cat just brought home a beaver-sized mole.
Oh, wow.
How did she even carry it? Good kitty. Right?
Wow, that's awesome.
How did she carry that? El Strange says she needs to watch some Dr. Berry. But you know what? The thing is with my mom,
we tried. I promise you, we tried. We even taken her Ketochow.
Mm-hmm.
Made them for her. Left her with the mixer bottles and everything. Didn't work.
And I have tried, but she does not know how. So basically, and I think part of it's her eyesight is so bad. So Louis that's her husband, he puts on the TV, and then sometimes he'll put on, one of her Hallmark shows. And she doesn't know how to pull up YouTube. She's
never watched any of our stuff because of that.
Right. Even then when I've sent her links, she just doesn't know how to do it. And sorry for Apple lovers, but we're Android. She's always been an Android, and she understood how to use an Android phone. My brother is an Apple snob. He's almost like Joe. Well, I would say he is very much like Joe. It's Apple or it's nothing. So when he took over, whenever she had to get a new phone, he got her an Apple phone.
And it totally ruined her.
And she does not know how to use any, like she turned the volume way down on it. And I was like, you turned the volume down during our phone call, right? I said, you just need to turn it back up. She didn't even know how to do it. Finally, Louie helped it, got the volume turned back up because she couldn't hear me. And I was like, and she's just like, I just don't know how to use this. And she's had this phone like a couple years, but she doesn't understand how to use it. And because she can't see, that it's really hard for her to figure out what is what. And she doesn't know how to pull up anything. She doesn't even know how to get her messages. She goes, the only time she could get a text message or a message is if it pops up
right there while she's holding the phone.
While she's holding the phone. If she goes to her phone and it's like in messages without a pop-up, she'll never see it. So
it has to be real time for her.
Yeah. So I don't know what else I've tried. I have tried a lot. I've told her about Dr. Berry. I've brought her all kinds of stuff, and I've showed her, and we have showed her, hey, look, we both reversed our diabetes, all this stuff. But
and honestly, it goes in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is the I'm not the golden child, so that's one of it, and two, the powdered bottom syndrome, as Dr. Berry says.
It's like, what do they say? She taught us how to use a spoon. How can we teach her anything?
Right. Mary T said, I tell my friends everything you tell your mom, and they just look at me like I have two heads. I can't understand it. They see how well I've done. They still don't believe it. Stubborn biatches. Right. That's what I mean. It's hard.
It was like
right?
when we first started. I started seeing all the results and everything like that. Was preaching up to all my friends about how keto basically saved my life. And my friends were, I had one friend in particular told me not to do it. It's dangerous. And because what happens is when you stop, all your weight comes back. I said, well, that's how you fix that. You just don't stop.
Right.
I'm very what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for now? I'm just drawing a blank.
But I'm like, we've been doing it now for over 5 years. Exactly. It's sustainable.
Right. My thing is, maybe I'm being rude about it or whatever, but you just have to want to.
Right.
That's the way my approach is.
Yeah. And I think it's just.
And I'll be straight up honest with y'all. She made me do it. Yeah. That's the truth. I was on the fence on it. I was still working out in the field. I was still working my cabinet job. And I was, be honest with you, I know it probably sounds bad, but I was half-ass keto. I really was. When I wasn't around her, I would cheat. I would still go through the drive-thru and get whatever. I was not convinced that it was actually working until the doctor called me and told me to stop taking my metformin because I was no longer a diabetic. And I was like, all right, there's something to this then. If I'm only doing it part-time, how good is it going to be if I'm full-time with it?
Right.
If I'm like serious about it.
Right.
So that's why I say now I'm keto for life. There's no reason not to be.
Right.
Seriously, there's no reason. To me, if I'm not, it's self-sabotage. Why am I going to poison myself?
Right.
That's why, like, a God honest view on it.
And but I think
that's what I was looking for.
It's hard for people because, like, my work sister, I tell her these things. Of course, she's young and she's just like, oh, whatever. That's just
such a boomer.
She's like, oh, you're just crazy, Shelly. Like, she even says sometimes I'm insane with fasting because she's just like, fast? But yeah, he thinks the same way.
Because I tell him I fast every single day. That's why the first meal is called breakfast.
I know, but anyhow, the longer fast, because I'll tell her, oh, I'm doing this fast, and she's just like, I just could never. And I'm like, it really, once you get into it, it's not that hard.
How do we get this souvenir?
Was it from your mom, or did we take it? This is a Hilton towel.
I don't remember doing that.
Somehow we ended up with a Hilton
souvenir.
But anyhow, I think what it is a lot of people, especially if they don't have horrible health issues, like if they feel okay, to them, the idea of, oh, you're saying I can't have pasta and I can't have grains, I think it's just so radical that they just couldn't possibly imagine that. And especially when you have so many people out there, like if you watch Under the Median or some of these others who preach to be plant-based and eat beans and rice and grains.
Well, like your mom saying that lard is bad
right,
for you.
Right.
There's so much bad information.
Right. And so you have people and they look healthy, right? They're not overweight and stuff. So they're like, well, see, plant-based must work because look, they look healthy. And that's what a lot of people go by, is how someone looks and not necessarily how they are on the inside. And, you know, then when you hear, oh, they're sick again. Oh, they're sick again. Oh, yeah, got another cold. Oh, now we're sick again. Oh, I just broke my bone by doing this and that. And it's like, well, but when was the last time we were sick? You know what I mean? Like when we get sick, it's far and few in between. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people I notice, like they're constantly getting sick. Mm-hmm. What does that tell you?
They stay sick.
Right. Carrie said, just flipped my phone with the Flip app. Oh, awesome, that's Carrie. Awesome. Shauna said, okay, why have I not heard, you ready? Deep fried bacon.
That's a good question. Ooh, you want to do that with the pork belly? Or you just want to do the bacon?
Ooh.
But you know what I think we really need to do, honestly?
Both.
We need to empty this thing and start a brand new batch.
Oh, probably.
I figured after tonight, that one's ruined.
Well, except we might be having chicken tenders tomorrow.
But wouldn't you rather do a better one, a fresh batch of it though?
But we don't have any more oil.
I thought you had that half a block in there still.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna fill it.
Oh, okay then.
I think we need about 2 pounds of lard to fill that.
Well, you're going to the store too.
Not going to H-E-B.
If you do, you do. Just make a trip.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be too tired tomorrow then.
Okay.
So what would you rather?
I don't
know. Mary T said, Shelly, do you ever have those colitis episodes anymore? Nope. 5 years I've not had an episode. Before keto.
But this isn't sustainable.
Right.
It's not healthy.
Before keto, I got sick so many times after a meal. He could tell you like how many times we'd come home and I'd be on the toilet. And I was hospitalized several times a year, like a lot. I was going to the hospital and in so much pain and inflammation and having to be on steroids so many times. I got so many colonoscopies. Like I feel like I'm set on colonoscopies for the rest of my life because I was getting like 3 or 4 a year. So yeah, since I've been keto, no issue. And that to me, and this is what's funny. is before one of the gastroenterologists I saw, which I'm saying gastro doctors and me have not had a good experience. I went like through 3 of them and they just all were jerks. Maybe because they're always up in shit. But anyways, the last one I just gotten with Heath. Well, yeah, I guess I'd been with Heath. But anyways, and I was telling him how I was having smoked meats because Heath always loved to barbecue. And he's like, oh, you shouldn't be eating smoked meats. And I was like, what? He was like, no, that's really bad for you to eat smoked meats. You should be eating a lot more grains and veggies. And I tried going vegan and it was just horrible. And I told him, I said, look, every time I start eating tons of plants and avoiding meat and everything, I get even worse sick. And he's like, yeah, but that's better for you. You need lots and lots and lots and lots of fiber.
It's better for you to get more sick.
I know. And I'm like, but I feel horrible. And I really feel like.
More lies my doctor told me.
I really feel like when I went vegan for over a year and a half, I think that contributed to me getting the colitis. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of the reason behind it wasn't so much all of the fiber and stuff. I don't think fiber is a bad thing. But I think a lot of it was the horrible seed oils. Those are highly inflammatory. And I feel like just all of the sugar. So the sugars and the seed oils really is what destroyed my gut. And I think that's what caused most of my issues. And I think that's why now being keto, we don't have those. We're not eating sugar and we're avoiding those seed oils. And I know anytime I've gone out and we've gotten stuff that obviously had some either canola or soybean, I can tell. Usually by the time we get home, I have to run to the bathroom. And I'm like, yep, they use some kind of seed oil because that's what happens every single time. And some places are worse than others. Sometimes I don't get that. So I think, then they must not have used much of it, but sometimes we've been to places where it's like, ooh, that really messed with me. So they must have used a lot.
Because we got a barbecue joint right up around the corner from us. They're open 7 days a week. They're a fairly popular barbecue joint. For a fast food barbecue, we actually used to like them. But it seems like
again. Oh, there. Oh,
now the cat's just teasing us.
Boy, okay, Kitty, you need to back off. Okay, we'll pet you. But anyways, I think they must coat it or something in like margarine or something, because that's the only barbecue place that does it to me. Mm-hmm. And we're just getting brisket. It's not like, we're getting like their chicken or turkey or something. It's just brisket. Mm-hmm. So they're doing something.
It's so bad, I don't even know the name of it now.
Rudy's.
Okay.
They're doing something that it makes me sick. Mm-hmm. But any other barbecue joint, I'm not gotten sick from.
And also pre-keto too. If they smoked on mesquite, it would make get sick. Now it doesn't bother at all.
Yeah. So that I really think that it's the seed oils and all of the different types of sugars. I think all of that combined together, it just destroyed my gut. And that's one of the main reasons I really focused on gut health. I know tonight wasn't the gut healthiest food, but generally speaking, I'm focused on gut health because I know I had years, decades of just abusing and probably just destroyed my gut health, for such a long time. There's just no way that it was in any good working order. And I think that's part of the reason why I do so well on fasting, because I think it really makes my gut health happy, because it's like, oh, good, we get to rest. And when it's resting, I think then my gut is actually repairing all of the decades of damage that I did to it and caused it. And I think that's what's really contributed to me getting healthier and me feeling so much better when I eat.
It's giving her so much energy too.
Right.
She
Sharon
used to be
said,
really lethargic all the time.
oh yeah, pre-keto, we would take afternoon, night naps, morning naps, evening naps. Sharon said deep fried bacon is great. And then Shada said, not me looking at Amazon for a small one-person deep fryer. Laugh out loud.
Okay, because that's what led to this.
Wait. Radical Geek is here.
Hey.
Betray said, hello from
Howdy.
Who's Your Cod? I'm exhausted, but wanted to at least say hello to y'all. Hi.
She knew we were talking about her.
Right? I hope everything's doing well.
Because we were telling her we're going to be going live on Sunday, but we want to make sure we're not going to infringe on your time period.
Right.
We're going to make sure we're done before 5 p.m. Central.
Carrie said, I have my setup going with 2 monitors on my desktop and the laptop and a USB. I have this setup for working from home. Wow, that's awesome, Carrie. Well, that should help.
Yeah.
Maitreya said, yes, the Catton tournament is going lovely. I'm quite relieved. Yay.
Awesome.
And then Shada said, Heath, I do know.
Oh, okay.
I think about you in the kitchen.
Oh.
Mary T said, I'll never see Australia. Couldn't do so much open ocean on a ship, and that flight's too long. Costa Rica was 7 hours, and I was about 1 minute away from being duct taped to my seat. Oh no,
wow.
Mary T.
Sorry.
Oh gosh. So does that mean you wouldn't go to Europe? Because isn't Europe like what, about 10 hours from you? But that is a long flight to Australia. It really is. The ocean didn't bother me that much. Now, when we went, because, like we stopped in Hawaii, a couple stops there, and then we stopped in Tahiti, a couple of those island places, and then New Zealand, and then we would have been Australia from there. So it wasn't that bad in my opinion, but I mean, I get it, but it would still be long. Like that's still going to take about 30 days from California to get to Australia.
Right.
So on a cruise ship. So yeah.
That sounds fun too, though, to me.
China said Heath in kitchen equals bull in a china shop. Yes.
Just don't wear a red shirt then.
Rickwood said, too bad they still don't have the SSTs. I don't know what that is. Carrie said, Shelly isn't slow since she's fasting. That's right. Marie's here. Hey, Marie. She goes, here for the conversation. Missed the cooking. Saw a pic someone put in the Facebook group. Looks like mozzarella sticks on steroids.
Yeah.
Yes.
We call them what do you call them?
Mozzarella bricks. But we have a short.
Yes.
If you watch our short, the short actually show you the steps real quick and us frying it. So you do get the fry action. And we show you the pull afterwards. So, and the short's less than a minute. So there's your quick recap, right?
The cliff notes.
Right. And she goes, listen to the audiobooks for the Reacher series. So good. Ooh. And I think you missed it earlier. I was shouting out to you, Marie, for thanking you so much for recommending Clark Howard. Like, I really, really enjoy his show. Listen to all of it every day at work. And I even have his newsletter that I get. So I really enjoy him. And I enjoy his co-host. I forget her name. And yeah, I just thank you so much. He's a wealth of information and I like his outlook. Because when I look at financial people, I don't like the fear mongers, like, oh my gosh, everything's going.
The sky is falling.
Yeah, the sky is falling. Everything's going. The economy's in trash and blah. You know how people are just so fear driven. Clark's not like that. And then I don't like the people who are like, oh, this is how you're going to make your millions of money. You got to do this, and this, and that's what it is. Or, the people who are even demeaning to people and, call people stupid or whatever for the choices they make. So I like Clark because he does look at things in a positive light, you know, and tries to give, I would say, more realistic view, right? He's not going to be overly positive, and he's certainly not negative. He really tries to give a realistic view and give tips on like everyday, even security, and, you know, like different things, like he was saying, talking about, like if you go overseas, ways to get cash and stuff. And he was talking about what are the best cards to have,
right,
that you don't get junk fees or bank fees, where, you know, you want to charge something in Europe, which, you know, with us going there in a couple of years, right, you know, if we don't want to have to pay all those exchange rates. So since he does travel a lot, he has a lot of good, has a lot of good travel information, and, you know, lots of information just on, you know, personal protection and
nice.
Yeah, and how to use, like he was talking about Venmo, that you shouldn't link it to your actual bank account because if there's certain things, he would say what you do is you link it to like a different account, so that if something was to happen, it wouldn't reach, you know, like your actual
link.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh, I didn't, like, he talks about things that I hadn't considered before. So yeah, definitely a wealth of knowledge there. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And then she said, I'm Android all the way. Hate my husband's iPhone. Right. Like, I just.
Well, because speaking of, my job, we have what we call robocall. Whenever you have an appliance delivery, I think it's a general merchandise also, but anytime you have a delivery coming, our system will robocall you to let you know when it's happening.
Oh, that's right.
But I've been noticing, I've had several customers tell me that with their Apple phones, the security features are set up. If it's an unknown number, it'll straight block it. But whether you want it to or not, it just automatically does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of their features that's supposed to help you.
And Patty said, hashtag Team Android.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Bad Apple said, Shelly, y'all could buy her a new iPhone. Yeah, I probably could. But that's another story. But I would probably buy her an Android phone. But then what would happen is somebody would throw a royal fit, and it'd probably be at my door throwing stuff at it. Who knows what else?
He's very mature. Just leave it at that.
Yeah. You know, a typical 50-year-old. Carrie said, going out the door, everyone, going to the church to clean. Hope everyone has a good night. You too, Carrie. Good night. Have a great weekend. See you Sunday. Barely Begun said, I get when those folks who feel okay won't entertain keto, but my friends who have big issues won't do it either.
Well, it's like,
yeah.
I remember we're sitting there talking to my aunt and uncle, remember?
Yeah.
We're sitting at this table, and he's got a bowl of candy, a little hard candy, the individual wrapped one sitting right there. Whole time I'm telling the story of all the glory of what has happened for me because of keto. I wish I could do that. I wish I could reverse. Sugar. I wish I could reverse my diabetes as he's throwing candy in his mouth. He's like basically chain smoking them. So me being smart, I grabbed the bowl and moved it over away from him. I said, well, there's your first step right there. And he looked at me like I had 3 heads. I thought I was so rude. I was like, no, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Well,
really that simple.
I was listening to a talk with Dr. Westman and Dr. Fung. Really interesting interview. And they were saying, you know, Dr. Fung was talking about, you know, how he learned about fasting, right? And he said it was really kind of stupid of him because, you know, there was this fear back in 2013 about fasting. Oh, people will die if you fast. And he's like, but then later when he learned about it, he's like, okay, this doesn't make sense. I tell clients all the time, okay, well, you're going to have surgery, so you need to fast. Oh, you just had surgery, so you need to fast. He's like, that's what we tell people all the time is to fast. But then now all of a sudden fasting is dangerous, but yet we tell people, it's like, there's like this disconnect, even with doctors. Oh, fasting's bad. Oh, but you need to fast before your blood work. He's like put the two thoughts together here. But what he was saying is, like, with a lot of his patients, and, Dr. Westman also works with a lot of very unhealthy patients, because it got in the last 50 years about snacking. Snacking. Oh, you got to have 10 meals a day. You got to eat every 2 hours. He's like, I don't even understand how that even became such a normal thought. Like, why would anybody think you need to keep eating all day long continuously, that would even be healthy? And he's like, if they would just stop snacking, they would probably have a huge decrease in their overall blood sugar, just by cutting out snacking. And then they were talking about, like, Dr. Westman says he usually does total carbs no more than 20 or 30 for his clients. And Dr. Fung says, well, he usually starts them at no more than 50. He said, but, and Dr. Westman said something about, well, he's heard, some will do 100 or 150. And Dr. Fung was like, but, if you think about it, most people nowadays are eating well over 300 carbs a day. So if they were even cut down to 150 carbs, that would be such a huge improvement. He said, I wouldn't be opposed to that. If we could get you to cut it down to 150 and then go from there. He's like, sometimes you need to do those little steps that for some people, thinking of cutting out all of that carbs is just too overwhelming. Right. Like, I think a lot of us have been keto for so long that it's just like, oh, like 20, 30 carbs, like that's a lot. And it how many of us right now would be like 150 carbs a day, like blow our minds, right? Like, I wouldn't even know how to eat that much. But to somebody who is very unhealthy and who eats a standard American diet, instead of telling them, oh, no more than 30 carbs or 50 carbs a day, maybe if you could just say, hey, look, why don't you just try this? Cut out snacking, only eat 3 meals a day, and that's it. And then try to keep your carbs under 150. If you just start there, for some people, like for Heath, when he started out, it was little steps for him. And then it dawned on him, oh, wow, I've already reversed my diabetes just being halfway keto, for basically just being low carb. That's what he called himself in the beginning. He was like, I'm not keto, I'm low carb. And just by doing that, and then he was like, oh, shoot, there's really something to this. So sometimes I feel like when we talk about keto to other people, they're thinking this drastic measure of, oh, I've got to cut out breads and pastas and rice and beans. Wow, you're asking way too much. Maybe instead say, hey, you know what? Cut out the snacks. You don't need snacks. And then try to keep your carbs under 150. Just start there. Instead of saying you can't ever have pastas again, have one meal with pasta, and the other two, start your day with bacon and eggs. And then have, a salad with a nice meat for your lunch, and then have your pasta at dinner. I think that would still give them such an improvement that eventually, if they feel like, oh, you know what, this is working pretty good, I'm starting to feel better, they could slowly work themselves down.
And I think I'm an anomaly also, though, because I don't count carbs.
Right.
And I don't think I have in probably 3 years. And I still eat. I've started working in sweet potatoes again now, and I have no ill effects with it.
Yeah, but we don't always eat them, and then even then, it's like maybe one small sweet potato.
Yeah,
if that. Shauna said, my grandma used to say, it's not that bad yet about everything. Oh, did you have the same grandma?
No, they're from the same era.
Because that's what my grandma, it's not that bad.
Right.
Or she would be like, if we were like on a road trip and we're like, oh yeah, we're almost home. The trip went well. We're just like an hour from the house. And she'd say, well, you're not home yet.
Thanks for jinxing us.
Mary T said, it's my 49-year-old daughter that makes me the saddest. She says when she's keto, she's instantly feels better, but she's not a big cook. She gets bored, then she binges, so it doesn't work for her. And that's the hard part, I think, too, is because we know this, when you go out to eat, or if you want to get convenience foods, they're typically are high carb foods
because it's cheap for the restaurants,
right? And so it's hard to make that change. And I get how people are like, oh, so I just eat just bacon and eggs. Like it's hard at first to think of, well, what else can I make? But that's why we try to show recipes that anybody can do. You don't need to be a chef. And that are ingredients. You don't have to order anything special. You don't need to go out and buy almond flour or, any special powder in order to make a good keto meal. Like there are lots of great keto meals that don't require anything fancy and that you can get at your grocery store and make for yourself. And it will be freaking delicious. And you'll be like, yeah, why do I need this other stuff from the store that's going to cost me a lot when I can make something delicious like this? Right? That's how I feel. 22 Cat said, every time I watch Under the Median and they talk about being vegan, which is every single time, I think of you, Shelly. Laugh out loud. They do go on and on about it at times. You have to like them, though. Nicest people ever. Right. And they're not too far from you, right? In Illinois. But yes, they are very nice. But I do get tired of hearing about how they're plant-based. And I'm just like, okay, we got it. Like, everybody knows you're plant-based. You talk about your 50 pounds of freaking beans that you buy and your 50 pounds of oats and all your stuff that you buy, and you bring it up in every interview. But I have to say, they don't hate on people who are meat eaters, because they actually read a comment today. Somebody said what they do, and let me know if you've heard this term before. They call it roll-up meals. So what you do is, say you make, like for example, you cook a whole bunch of beef for tacos. Then you roll up the next day and use that beef to make burritos. And then the next day you take the leftover burritos and maybe you fry it and put cheese on it. And then the next day, so you kind of reuse all of that stuff for other meals. Yeah, we do it all the time. But the lady termed it as a roll up. But anyways, and the woman was talking about how she bought a whole bunch of ground beef and did like 5 different meals, roll-up meals, by cooking that one meal. That way nothing went to waste. So that is one thing I would credit them with, is they didn't look down or demonize the person who ate. Like, they still read her comment and they still said, wow, that sounds good. What a great use of it. So, they're not... They do talk about it, militant. But they're not militant where they're like, this is what you have to do. Question. Shauna said, when buying lard, what do I look for?
The box that says lard on it. No, for real. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, he'll
it's
get
really
it.
That easy. I'm not trying to be smart about it. I'm just a God honest truth.
But yeah, it's just like what we got at HB. It was $1.97 for a pound. And it's just a brick, basically, of lard. And it's just pure lard. It should say 100% lard.
And it's shelf stable.
We'll pull it out of there.
I'm fixing to. I'm just showing her how we store it. You need to calm down and just trust the process.
Armor lard.
And what you say? $1.98 for this whole box. Huh?
Yeah, I thought it was $1.97.
Well, whatever. Okay, it's less than $2. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It just says lard on it.
Can't read that.
Yeah. But
well, where's the ingredients?
That's what I'm trying to find.
It's underneath the underneath the.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right here. Ingredients. Lard. I don't know what these are. Lard and hydrogenated lard. What's the difference between lard and hydrogenated lard?
The chemical process,
BHA, propyl, gallate, and citric acid added to protect the flavor. So, there. That's it.
Yeah.
0 carbs, 0.
In fact, I'm such a
protein,
dummy. I had to have Shelly look it
fat.
up. And what is the difference? What is lard? What's the difference between lard and tallow?
Pork and beef.
Okay.
Yeah, because my mom asked me the same thing. She's like, "What's tallow?" I would say it's beef fat.
So yeah, I just put it in this container and put it in the cabinet.
Yeah, in the pantry. Oh, Radical Geek has a video on which lard to get. Oh, nice. Patty said, I never looked. Wonder if Sam's or Costco has lard. I haven't looked.
Oh, I haven't either, because the only thing I looked for was tallow. So I haven't looked there either.
Radical said, get the snow cap lard. Okay, I didn't see the snow cap.
I don't think HEB even had
it. Barely Begun said, oops, I'm mixing up lard and tallow. That's fine.
Well, when we just fried in tonight was a mixture of that.
Yeah.
Because I Googled it to see if it would work or not. See if you can mix them. And everything I read said it won't really change it at all. There's no real flavor problems. And I didn't notice anything. Did you?
I mean, I don't know what hydrogenated lard means.
No, I'm saying it was when we mixed the tallow in the
lard. No, I could tell a difference.
You couldn't tell.
Mary T said, I was watching Dr. Saladino. He was saying our body's not ready for seed oils, has no idea what to do with it, and it turns on our bad genes. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that, like almost across the board. Every doctor, Dr. Mindy Pels, I'm trying to remember who else it was.
Remember the card? That was Benazotti, right?
Yeah. But no, there was somebody. She wrote the book on intermittent fasting. It's a woman.
Somebody will tell you here in a second.
Yeah, and she was talking to. Oh shoot, I can't remember his name either. But anyways, they were talking about seed oils, and that's what she was saying too. Is that your seed oils, your body doesn't know what it is. And so
treated as a toxin,
right? So it your body just gets inflamed with it. Patty said that South Chicago tallow is great stuff. Oh, I'll have to look for that. Does it have to be refrigerated? I mean, the one we bought doesn't. Sharon said the South Chicago tallow is very good to use too. Oh, I don't know if ours had that.
Never seen that. Radical
Geek said, beef tallow, South Chicago is my favorite. Oh, okay. That's the beef tallow. See, we've just been making our own.
Right.
And
another reason why I'm itching to get another brisket, because we've used up all of our tallow now.
Renee said, chicken wings fried in tallow, right?
I want to do that.
Sounds like it couldn't be a bad thing, right? And Matreya said, thanks, appreciate it. Oh, excuse me. Rickwood said SST is supersonic transport airplane. Oh,
okay.
Mary T said, Europe, I could fly to Toronto, take a break, then on to your okay. Would require a small dose of Advil, laugh out loud, but doable. I get claustrophobic and I don't like water very much, so an ocean crossing is out. Oh, that makes sense.
You could just hang out in a room then, because like you said, claustrophobic.
Art Bell? Oh, I thought it was you who emailed me about Clark Howard. Marie said, Art Bell. I'm not familiar with Art Bell. I'm not familiar. Oh, well, I thought it was you that emailed me. Well, I must be thinking about somebody else then. I'm sorry. Renee said, I have that. Rickwood said the Concorde was an SST. Oh. Renee said, I have that feature turned off on my iPhone, especially when I was doing all the house stuff, had lots of unknown numbers and need to be able to get them.
I didn't know you could turn it off. That's good. Thank you. I'll start letting my
Sharon said, turning in now. Have a good evening. Good night, Sharon.
Good night,
So the people that have that, they forgot that they had it turned on.
I didn't know you could turn it on and off. I thought it was
good night, Patty.
I thought it was a permanent feature.
Oh, good night, Rickwin.
But
Have a
thank you.
happy Easter.
So I start telling my customers now.
And then Mary T said, Been a Fun Fridays always offer a couple hours of trash TV.
Right?
Hashtag Apple Girl. By the way, have a fabulous Friday night. All happy Easter. You too. And then Joe said, have a good quiet night, Shauna. Right? Let's see. Barely Baguette said, I stepped down too. I wasn't trying to do keto just to not have to take diabetes medication, right? Right. Well, I mean, it worked for Heath. Right. He reversed his diabetes just being low carb.
6 weeks, right?
Yeah, it wasn't very long. Bad Apple said, I just eat what I like, and that happens to be meat, egg, and cheese heavy. I don't crave pastas or desserts. I may have a planned indulgence once in a while, but it doesn't throw me.
Right. But see, that's the problem with me. When I do have those planned indulgences, it does throw me. I need to really stop that.
Mm-hmm. And she said, and I say a planned indulgence meaning I may have an English muffin during a weekend or one regular tortilla, but that's about it. Right. It's just like.
Me, it's a whole pizza. That's my problem. I'm such a goofy.
Well, and I think too, what's good for you, Renee, is because you are so physically active. Yes. And I forget who, I just listen to all kinds of people, right? And somebody was talking about how, somebody like even fasting, they said a person who is already, thin, that's maybe got 10 to 20% body fat, they don't need to do long fast, right? Like there's no need for it. And I think also when, if you are very active, you can have a higher carb, like Goody Beats. Uh-huh. He has times when he carbs up and stuff. I think if you are a physically active person, you burn that off so quickly. Your body's like, oh, we know what to do with it. And it knows how to utilize that correctly to get it out. But the problem comes if you then start doing it every single day, then you end up back at square one.
Squirrel moment. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I just remembered this.
Oh.
Because remember I told you my supervisor also has MS.
Yeah.
Okay. He said he found a book. He's fixing to start reading it. This guy has MS, but he says he has completely reversed his MS.
How?
By diet and exercise.
What diet?
That's what he's reading about. He's going to send me the... he said mostly what he's talking, the way he's read it off to me, basically doing keto.
I believe it.
But he's going to send this information to me to see if it works for me as well. But he hasn't done it yet because he just told me about it today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But just that's pretty neat because he said he eats mostly meat and cheese and no grains and no fruit, no sugars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is basically keto.
Right. Kate said, is that lard okay? Because on mine, it said partially hydrogenated.
I don't see there's a problem.
I don't know.
I don't know what I don't know, honestly. So I don't know if there's a bad thing with it.
Because it says hydrogenated lard. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We got a jar of lard from our local butcher. Uh-huh. Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
And Kate said, hydrogenated lard, is it good right now? I don't know. I guess I need to look into that. I just saw lard and figured it was okay.
Yeah.
Twinkie Cat said, you and he showed the best variety of really delicious keto foods.
Oh, wow.
They're not hard to make. People doubting this lifestyle should be subscribed to your channel and start watching. I agree, Lynn.
Thank you.
They should be. Everybody should be. I don't know why we don't have 7 billion subscribers.
Right.
Everybody in the world should be. But thank you for that. I try to show it because I think the reason we really tried to show so many different options is because we were foodies, and one of our hangups to keto was, but are we going to be able to have a good variety of foods that we enjoy?
That was a roadblock for us at first.
Mm-hmm.
And we like showing too, you don't need anything special to do it. Just
right.
You just do regular cooking. We're trying to do old school.
Right. Kate said, I mixed lard, tallow, and bacon grease. Right. That's
we could have done that too.
the bacon grease.
Yeah.
We still don't have enough of that.
We use it up.
But yeah, see, you can mix it. And we did Google it first to see if we could mix the two, and we saw it was okay.
That's why I say I got a PhD from YouTube University.
Marie said, Snowcap is the brand of lard I see at grocery stores around me. Oh, okay. We just looked at...
Maybe it's a regional thing, because we only have that one. It's called Armor.
Yeah, maybe it is. Marie said, hydrogenated means the fat is mixed with water at high speed so they could shape it into a solid brick. Okay.
So how's that bad for you then?
That makes sense, because I know hydro, that's water. So I was like, well, that means water lard. Okay. So that makes sense. Thank you.
So how can that be bad for you then, right?
I don't think so. Katie said, South Chicago tallow is great. I do not refrigerate.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Well, I'll have to look for that now that I know a good brand.
Because like the other day, I was looking on the Sam's app, looking for tallow, and they don't have anything listed.
Well, there you go.
It even reverts back and shows you Crisco and stuff like that. I was like, I don't want that.
She's lard, tallow and lard, tallard. I like that. And Renee laughed. And Marie said, South Chicago does lard also. Oh, okay. So they do both. Bad Apple said, also iPhone sends updates you can download for added privacy, but I opt out to keep that junk out of my phone and make my own choices. That's awesome. See, I doubt that my mother even knows. She probably doesn't even know, because I'm telling you, even before. She couldn't even
turn her volume up and down. So,
but no, I was going to say before her eyesight got bad, anytime I would look at her phone, at the top where it, shows
all your notifications,
hers would be full all the way across. And that bothers me. Like, I hate having notifications. Mm-hmm. So I have to clear it right away. So even if I'm at work and you see that I've read your message, I might not have actually read your message because I'm busy at work, but I just have to clear it because it just bothers me.
I had that little icon showing me I have a voicemail. Oh, it bothers me. I don't know why.
Yes, I have to clear it, and I have to clear the notifications. And so I will do that, but she would just have tons of them. And I'm like, don't you ever check any? And she's like, I don't even know what they're for. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Bless your heart.
I just can't. Renee said, and it also comes to mindset. I've been in this way of eating for so many years. At this point, I'm not triggered to go eat the whole English muffins, and can literally just eat one and be done for weeks. Right. And I think that is, you show a testament to keto and this way of eating that, if you do have an off plan, it's not the end of the world, right? Once you've been doing it. Now, if somebody is new to keto, I don't think they should have an off plan right away. That's my personal opinion. Because
you have to learn how to keto.
Right. You're still in that learning phase, and you need to really learn and get your body acclimated, because I feel like if you don't acclimate your body and then all of a sudden you're just almost there, and then you go and have, like a cheesecake or, an English muffin with all kinds of stuff, your body instantly remembers and makes you crave it more. And then you fall off the wagon. But I think if you get to the point where you've acclimated your body, and your body then actually is used to living off of fat energy, then when you have something that is high carb, it doesn't like freak out and go, oh, now we need all the carbs. I think it's just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we kind of know what to do with this carbs, but let's get back to fat because that's just more efficient, right? So you don't, and then you kind of, urge that craving you might have had, and you're like, okay, I'm good. I had Whataburger. I'm fine for, another year until KetoCon, right?
And then I just make sure I get enough mustard.
Make sure there's more mustard. Did they get it mustard?
I want some mustard on my mustard.
Right. Is there more mustard? Did you give me the mustard? Kate said, I don't know if it was bad. I was asking you guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know either. Honestly, we just looked for lard and what was cheap.
Yeah.
And I saw lard was the first ingredient. So I was like, okay. And I didn't see like any other type of bad oil. So I was like, okay, that looks good. Right. Marie said, I get the South Chicago brand on Amazon. Okay. Okay. Well, I have to compare it out because, I'm a penny pincher.
I no. Because I had a customer the other day call me that. The same thing. And said that they're cheap. I said, no. I like the term budget conscious. I'm like, I'm stealing that. I said, go with it.
Kate said, but I thought I heard a YouTube doc mention hydrogenated being a problem. I think that's when it comes to, I don't know if it's hydrogenated, but there are certain oils like soybean and canola oil that sometimes, and I think palm oil that they'll put, I can't remember the word. It might be hydrogenated, but I feel like it was a similar word, but not the same. And they say, yeah, you should avoid those. But I think it was referring to either palm oil or soybean or something.
Well, maybe it's hydrogenated soybean.
Yeah, it might have been like soy. That. Right, exactly. Renee said, my dad used to mess up his computer and phone because anyone and everyone that sent a notice to download something, he did them all.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Talk about self-sabotage.
Right. Or that's why every time when I'm like, how do people fall for these scammers? Like, It's so evident. And then you hear and you're like, oh, he was just like an 80-year-old man and just believed that, this person and wherever really needed it. Like we watched True Detective.
Oh, yeah.
Season 4. And I think everybody saw the one, what is his name? John Hawk's character.
Oh, yeah.
But you kind of knew that he was being scammed by this woman in, I don't know where she was from, like Russia or whatever. I was like even his son kind of knew, like, You're being scammed. But like, he was just so determined. Right. And he was just so determined that this woman loves me. And it's like, no, I don't think so. And then nobody was surprised when she didn't show, except for him. He really didn't believe it. It was still making excuses for her. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh gosh, how do you not see that it's a scam? And then it's like, well, I think what it is a lack of education, understanding how scams work. And I think it's loneliness. I think sometimes people are just so lonely and those scammers know it. Yes, and they play on that. Renee said, a key is to have an off-plan or deviation meal or food item, not a day. Right. People get guilted, and it ends up off-plan days, weekends, weeks, months, right? That's true.
Why when we did do it, we planned on it when we went out to eat, so we wouldn't have a
leftovers.
Whole bunch of leftovers at the house.
Right, because one time Heath was like, oh, we wanted something, and you were like, well, it'd be cheaper if we just, got all the stuff and made it. I was like, but if we got all the stuff and made it, we would have enough stuff to make it for several meals. Yeah. And I don't want to do that. Right. I know we're paying more. And to me, if you're going to go off plan, it should hurt.
Right.
Like whether it hurts your pocketbook, and, you might have problems afterwards, but like you should feel it. And it shouldn't be, like you said, something that, oh, well, then I'm going to have it again tomorrow and the next day and the next. Like, no.
It becomes habit forming.
Right. And that's what my coach advocates as well, is she advocates, just like Renee said, if you stick to everything, for a full 4 weeks, then you can have an off-plan meal, not a day, just one meal. And because she finds that it works for people to kind of have that, hey, you know what? I can stay keto right now, like what my coworkers having really looks good. But you know what? No, I'm going to stick to this because I know after 4 weeks or an X number of time, I'm going to go get my favorite meal at such and such restaurant. So I'm going to stick to it because I'm planning on that. And for some people, that really works, having that delayed gratification.
Right.
And then she gave all kinds of faces, emojis. And she said, I happen to have 6 bottles Oh, about the mustard. A Whataburger mustard left for when they were $2 off. Don't judge me. I mean, only 6?
No. I'm not judging you. That's a brilliant way of doing it. When they're on sale, that's what I tell her all the time. When it's on sale, that's when you buy them all. That's when you load up.
I'm just saying, only 6,
right?
Like
Slacker.
you didn't fill your pantry.
That's what we're judging you about. If you only bought 6.
No, she has 6 left.
Oh, that's true too.
Marie said hydrogenated seed oils equals margarine. Oh.
But it's not the hydro that's the problem. It's the seed oil.
Right.
Whether it's oil
and then
watered down or
said
not.
adulterated oil. Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll see. I can't remember. Renee said, laugh aloud at work today. They gave us a new card to add to our badges with codes called overhead and what they mean. One was elopement. We all had an inappropriate chuckle in the staff meeting. Elopement.
Mm-hmm. I'm drawing it.
I thought that's when you ran off and got married. What does it mean? She goes, well, I did more. Well, I'm sure you did. Can I have my other drink?
Yeah.
Remember my other can that I brought in? My pumpkin pie water. I had my caramel apple earlier. But, okay, she said, I know they have expiration dates, but mustard, I'll still eat it. They aren't even close to the date now. Yeah, I don't see how mustard would go bad. I thought mustard was one of those that really never goes bad.
It even says, if you go to the restaurants, even the ketchup and stuff, they leave it on the table all the time. They don't put it in the refrigerator. They leave it out on the counter or on the table. I thought they did that for mustard and ketchup.
I hope you're sharing with the class.
All right.
You see what he's doing, y'all? Up higher. There you go. And what flavor is this, dear? What did your wonderful wife, who was fasting, made you?
I don't remember. Why don't you tell them? What'd you make?
Raspberry cheesecake Ketochow with the semi-sweet chocolate. It's pretty good.
It's very good.
That makes sense.
What?
She said elopement in the hospitals if the patients tried to leave, more so for psych, as ours can leave anytime they want.
Oh, okay.
Right? I'm trying to think, when I worked at the hospital, there was a special code for the psych when one of them got loose, per se. I'm trying to remember what they used to call it. And we would be like, oh, time to shut the door. Because sometimes we'd leave our office door open just to have some airflow. We're like, oh, one's on the loose. Better shut the door.
Wow. That's way good. Like, seriously, that's my 2 favorite ways to use keto chow. Either make the fudge or the creamy.
I know. So anybody excited about who ordered the fruity cereal? Anybody here that ordered the new flavor? Have you gotten it yet? Sharon said, oops, I think I had an involuntary nap. I wondered where you were at. Well, you've had a long day and you're about to go to work, so you deserved it.
You know what's amazing, though?
Oops.
I don't know what's changed, but I haven't been getting that drowsy lately. It's like, remember I used to take a nap at work, too. I would clock out and take my
You just did one on Monday.
Did I? Okay, then never mind. Maybe I just don't remember it then. Because that's for my afternoon break at work, I'd set my timer and go just crash out at my desk. And I just wake up when my alarm went off.
Well, I think ever since we decided we're going to go to Austin next weekend, you've been so excited that every time he has a break, he's like, comes into my office. He's like, so what? I was thinking about this. What about this? Oh, I think we should do this. He gets so excited. So cute, though.
Whatever.
I think it's adorable because I'm like,
Shoosh.
He's blushing. But yes, he gets so excited.
Don't look at me.
Sorry, that's so good. 20 Tiki Cat said, so, Shelly, what are you going to do when you finally run out of those flavored waters you got at Aldi for basically free? You probably have only 6 cases left. I actually have 9. Plus whatever's in the fridge. I will cry Lynn, I'm hoping. So I have 9 and there's 8. So it's 70 days worth, which is about 2 more months.
What are they
So
regular
April,
price
May.
right now? Have you looked? What are the regular price?
Oh, like $3.97. Well, it seems so high when I only paid like what 30 cents and
You are, but
17
I remember
cents.
back in the day when we paid.
I like when you paid 30 cents and then you see the price is $3.97, you're like, oh, that hurts. But hopefully by then they'll do some more specials so I can just keep it coming. Like Aldi, you're gonna need to step up your game and keep marking these down for me.
You should have visited all the local stores and bought them all.
Right. But I will probably, I'll just go back to just drinking water. It's not a big deal. It's just nice to have, right? Renee said last week they had a psych patient leave another hospital and police chased him.
Oh, wow.
He jumped off the Big Harbor Bridge coming into Corpus, broken back and ruptured lung. Oh, my gosh.
Ouch.
That sounds awful.
That's hardcore.
Yikes. Shada said she ordered the fruity cereal.
Awesome.
And Marie said she'll buy some Casey fruity cereal after payday. I totally get that, right? Because here's my thing. It's awesome when when companies release new flavors, but it's not always timed correctly. I need to send you. I mean, we're kind of grateful. Like this time we got about a month notice, but usually it's like a week. And so it's like, I need for my budgetary, I need a good couple weeks up to a month notice.
You're like, slow down, Turbo.
So I can budget things in because right now I'm budgeted through June.
You need to check with Shelly first. I'll start releasing stuff.
I know because I got to work the budget. So right now I'm budgeted through the end of June. So if you're going to throw something at me, then I have to go back through and redo my whole budget. No, it is pretty much like that. I have it all budgeted. So when we're going to Austin, I had to, before he was like, oh, we got to go. And I was like, no, we got to look at the budget here and see what we can do. And so then I figured out, the whole budget and I was like, okay, we can afford to go. But, we're going to have to watch a few of the things, right?
Because we were actually thinking of only driving up Saturday morning. But I was thinking it'd be so fun to be able to do the live on Friday on the drive there. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah. So we were able to budget it.
I'm really excited about what I have planned for dinner that night too.
Well, and I told him, I said, look, we'll budget this, which, I've been having fun with my little investment. And I say it is a little investment account. I've been having fun with my little investment account. And so I was kind of sad because the money we're using for the trip, originally I was going to put more into investing. And I'm like, well,
now you're investing in fun.
Right. And I'm like, oh.
Don't roll your eyes at me.
Oh. But I'm like, but this is really our vacation for the year. Mm-hmm. So we'll just enjoy it. It's okay. Our fun is vacation. So this is going to be our fun money for vacation. We'll be able to invest, going forward and everything will be fine. Oh, Sean ordered the fruity cereal. Awesome. Yay. Oh, Marie said, but she can pick it up locals because she's only 45 minutes from Ketochow.
Nice.
Ooh, lucky. Shauna said, I spent 5 hours yesterday with my niece. Oh, I know. Listen to this, y'all. Moving about 1/3 of my old storage to my new storage, but I still moved today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I bet you're tired. Shelly, can you pretty please maybe possibly bring a pumpkin seltzer you got to the meetup? Sure. Your favorite cuz would love you forever. Well, if you're going to love me forever, I will bring you.
Does she not have an Aldi near her?
They don't have it anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's why I'm asking.
That's why they were discounted.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll bring it.
Okay.
We'll bring a whole box.
Okay.
And then we'll make sure they're in the cooler so they're cool, and we'll bring it to the meetup and we'll just share the box.
If it helps too, I'm not that big a fan, so I'm not going to be drinking them. So that leaves more for the two of y'all. I can't promise that Lisa won't help.
Shauna said, does anyone want to buy at a deal any chocolate malt or butterscotch for me? There was
you or from her?
From her. There was somebody who really wanted the butterscotch. Was it Paul that was talking about butterscotch?
Is he still in here?
Shauna, reach out to Defense Wiz because I think, but obviously I get people confused. But I thought he was saying that he really wanted the butterscotch.
I got an idea. Post in the group, either on the page or in the chat, and just ask if anybody wants to buy it.
Marie said, and there was a glitch last night that had it showing up on the sold out page. That scared a bunch of us. Oh my gosh, that would be scary. Of the fruity cereal.
Oh, wow.
Shad said, we love the chocolate malt, Shada. We will buy some from you. Ooh, that's awesome. Bad Apple said, Aldi is over an hour away in Victoria.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know.
Well, they don't have it, so it don't matter.
I didn't know that. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, but I hope they bring it back this year. Just maybe because I want to get it on sale.
Maybe they need writing. What's the thing called? When you write in the letters, but there's a whole little thing for it. Not a commission, but a
request.
Yeah, something like that. No, there's another term for it, but well, you know what I'm saying.
And she said, I usually only go to Victoria when I have a doctor's appointment.
That makes sense. It's that far away. You're not going to go just for that one drink.
Right. And they don't have it.
Right. I didn't know that, though. You don't have to keep telling me that, though.
You sure? I feel like I do.
I promise. You can let it go. I know. They don't have
it. What did they not have?
Whatever it is.
Snort?
Yes.
Really, you had to snort over that. Because you never tell me something more than once.
Never. I'm not allowed to.
Oh, wow.
Because loud is not allowed.
Oh, my goodness. Sean said, when I was a kid, I couldn't have milk, so I had to eat cereal with water.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because soy milk in the 70s was disgusting.
It still is now, too, I promise.
Oh, Sean, that sounds awful.
Or you could do like Anthrax and just have wheat thins and beer. You never heard that song before?
No. Oh, that sounds so sad, though.
I think the song was called Milk.
I mean, I couldn't have milk either as a kid because it would make me so congested.
Uh-huh.
But, and you know, now you bring it up, that's why I never had cereal as a kid, because I couldn't have milk.
That makes sense.
I never put the two together. I just, now I know why.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was always like, when everybody's always like, oh, I had cereal growing up. I was like, I never ate cereal. Yeah, because I never.
Because you're bougie.
No, because I couldn't. Because
it was beneath you.
No, my mom said I was allergic to milk. It would make me congested, and so I never had milk. And I don't even know she even knew about alternative milks, which are just seeds. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so yeah, that makes sense why I mostly ate oatmeal, because you don't need milk for oatmeal.
I've never been a fan of oatmeal.
I just can't believe I just put that two together.
That's awesome.
Just took me 40 years. Oh, duh. That's why I never had cereal.
Tune in next week to see what else we figure out.
Yeah. Welcome to our therapy session.
And really, honestly, y'all, it does feel that way sometimes. For both of us. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Shada said, we got milk by the gallon from our neighbor's cows and skimmed the cream off the top and made butter. Okay, that's super jelly. Talk about farm fresh.
Little House on the Prairie.
Right?
That's awesome, though.
That is.
Do you still talk to that neighbor?
Right? Shad said Cocoa Puffs and Fruity Pebbles were the only cereals that I would because of that. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine Cocoa Puffs with water.
I just remember though, when I used to have to babysit my niece and nephews all the time, the nephew, the older one, would always yell and scream. He hated when his mother would buy the cereal in a bag. And I was like, I had to show him. Look, here's it in the box, right? Yeah. Okay, now watch. See this? You pull the box out. Look what's in the box. It's a bag of cereal. All your mother's doing is not buying the box. It's the same thing. But he could not get it. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I just, that's hard to grasp there. Caden said we would eat tons of cereal and milk after school. Yep. I know people who would eat it with water. Always sounded bizarre. That sounds so bizarre to me. I would just rather eat it dry. I
did that a lot too. I just buy the cup and just eat it like snack, like chips. Or
whatever. And I think too, my mom never bought it because cereal is expensive, and because whenever I would go to my cousins at Oklahoma, I remember on top of her fridge, right, they would have boxes, like every brand of cereal possible. And I remember, Mom, I was like, they must be rich. And she was like, why? I said, they had every cereal like you would see in the
commercials.
And no, in the grocery aisle, like every single box was up there. And she was like, oh, wow. And I was like, gosh, how do you get so much? And I know part of it, obviously my milk, but it was also money. It was just cheaper for her to get the oatmeal and do it that way, adding the brown sugar and butter to it, than it was to buy cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Shauna said, no, that was in Washington State. Plus, my mom was a hippie. Her idea of cereal was homemade granola and grape nuts, which I swear is how I got TMJ.
Right?
The grape nuts is probably...
I hated that stuff.
I don't... And you know what's so funny is I remember as an adult, like, I'm trying to be all healthy, right? Because I'm an adult now. And I was like, well, you see all the commercials saying how great grape nuts is. And, they make it look appealing.
No, they don't. I promise.
In the commercial. Like, you see the commercial and you're like, oh, well, I've always heard people talk about it, but it looks good. And then you buy it and you're like, okay.
There's a bowl of
and
rocks.
Then and you're like, ooh, that's hard. And you're like, well, maybe it's one of those that needs to sit. And an hour later you go and you're like, it's still freaking hard.
It's like the same stuff you put down the bottom of your fish bowl.
Right. You're like, this stuff doesn't get soft, does it?
Nope. It's gravel.
And then you would eat it because you already opened it. You're like,
uh-huh. Even the dog doesn't want it.
Right? Oops,
there's your first clue.
Renee said, my grandma used to prep our cereal in water because they went through the Depression. Mom also made milk from powder. Now, I have heard of powdered milk.
See, before keto, we thought about doing that to use it for cooking, like in ingredients, like we're making different things.
Yeah.
We just never did it, though.
But, yeah, well, that makes sense, doing water if you went through the Depression. Yeah. Shada said, but when we were kids, there weren't 25 different kinds of Cheerios, right? There's so many now because there's a couple people I follow who, go over all the different groceries and grocery hacks, right? And they show all these because the cereal seems like it's always on sale. There's a lot of garbage that's always on sale. And they'll be like, oh, this is a good deal. And I'm like, it's not. It's not. It really isn't. And I'm like, how are they coming out with all these, like they're just reinventing more cereals. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. Cade said, we were not rich, but we were a lot of kids and none of us liked the same cereal. Right. And I'm not saying, I know my cousins weren't rich either. Now I know.
As a kid, you didn't know.
As a kid, because I didn't have any of those cereals, right? And then I go over there and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Perception is reality.
Right. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they have so many. But then I also didn't like staying at our house because they would get ticks.
Uh-huh.
And one time I had a tick crawl. It crawled across my forehead. I was like, nope, I am out of here. I was like, call my grandma, because they lived, if you're familiar with Oklahoma, they lived in Choctaw, and my grandmother lived in Midwest City. And I was at my cousin's, because I would visit and stay with them. And when that when that tick went across my forehead, I said, no, call Grandma. I cannot sleep here. And they were so offended. And I was just like,
clean your house.
well, they were like, well, they can't help it because the dogs go outside and bring them in. And they were like, you just have to kill them when you see them. But as a kid, like I'm probably like, I don't know, 9 or 10. I was just like, no, a bug was on me. I cannot sleep here. Like I cannot, like I'm not a bug person at all. Like if there's a bug, I just freak out. And I'm like, no, can't do that. Like, in fact, when I'm looking at hotels, like when we go on a trip, and if I read a review where they're like, oh, a roach, I'm like, nope, I don't care if 99 other reviews say this place is amazing. That one review that talked about a roach, we are done. We are not staying there.
You know who you sound like? Your grandparents. Oh, we got a bad bite.
But it's a bug. I don't want to go somewhere where there's bugs. No, I just can't. Y'all. Kate said, so we had boxes and boxes of cereal. Well, but I feel like cereal has also gone up substantially in price versus what it used to be in the 80s and 90s.
When my stepmom used to buy the boxes of it, where it's all the individual.
Right.
It was like a I don't know,
like a trial mix or something. Yeah. Renee said, I hated cereal as a kid. Dad made me eat cream of wheat and hot grape nuts.
That is child abuse. I'm sorry. That's no.
Sorry, your father hated you. That's horrible. Shauna said, grape nuts didn't even get soggy in milk. We would also have it hot. Like nothing made that like that. You know how people used to say Twinkies will outlive us all? Mm-hmm. I think they got it wrong. Grape nuts are never, ever going away. Like you can have a grape nuts from the 80s and it's still the same quality today. And Shauna said, although I also thought oatmeal naturally tasted like brown sugar, right? I thought that was the only flavor it came in.
It really looks like, honestly, when you make it, it looks like the same stuff you do when you make wall paste. That's why I can never wrap my head around it.
Oh. Renee said, I remember the pantry being full of goods with black and white labels because Mom bought generic and she bought and unlabeled cans for cheap. Yep. So surprises were fun. Okay, what are we having tonight with our meal? Oh, it's.
Well, I had my dad said he had a customer when he used to work at a grocery store. He had a customer who buy all those, and that's the way he would do it. If it's something he could have, it was like actual people food. He ate it. And if it wasn't, then the dogs got it. Because it was cheaper that way.
Yeah, I mean, I buy dented cans now, though. I will admit
but the label's still on it. These are ones without the labels.
So they're just like, I haven't seen those though. Do they still do that at stores?
That's what I know of. I haven't seen it.
I mean, I've seen some where part of the label is ripped off, but there's still part of it on. Renee said many of them ended up being canned Brussels.
Oh, wow.
Or that yucky small cube vegetable medley.
Oh, I hate that.
The one with the what is it? The lima beans. Oh, that was the worst. Sean said, need to see a doctor if it lasts for longer than 4 hours.
Let's see what it is. This is why it's therapy. We're all talking about our old childhood
trauma.
Yeah.
Renee said, Mom was not big on seasoning besides salt and pepper. So maybe that's why I'm making up for lack of flavor.
Right.
Growing up with all the hot and spiced stuff. Right. Because you're like, oh, this is what food should taste like. I don't want to ever go back to just salt and pepper again. Renee said, actually, I didn't mind the more porridge texture of hot grape nuts, but probably because I spooned tons of sugar on it, right?
Was it really the grape nuts you liked? It was the sugar, I think.
She said, Mom shopped only at the Navy commissary.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that makes sense. When money's tight, you got to do those kind of things and just take a risk. I mean, I don't blame her for doing all that. Shauna said, well, my mom thought brown sugar was more healthy than the white stuff, right? Right. Isn't that funny? Well, Brown sugar's okay. It's the white stuff they tell us to avoid.
Right. Same thing, remember when we were
white rice is bad. Brown rice is good.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Right, like because I would feel so healthy when I go get Asian food, and I'd say, "Oh no, I'll have brown rice,"
Right.
and it's like, "Oh yeah, you're so healthy, Shelly. You got the brown rice with that orange chicken."
Right.
That probably had like 300 grams of sugar in it. Caden said, "Laugh aloud, grape nuts. My grandma liked that." What was the appeal to grape nuts? Why did people want grape nuts? That just sounds. I just don't know how. I just don't. It's like, were they just like, you know what? I'm already here. I might as well torture myself some more, right?
That's what it sounds like.
Sharon said, "Laugh aloud. Brown food tastes good, right?" Katie said, "Cereal was her afternoon snack, never breakfast. Mom always made eggs or grits and ham and bacon and toast or biscuits." Oh, how nice. Well, then that's not too bad as a snack, coming home and have a little cereal before dinner, right? Renee said, "I see people doing the brown rice with sushi. Come on, people."
All right.
Right. Like, oh yeah, the brown rice. That's where, it's the white rice that was really the problem.
Right.
We need to call it. I see you.
No.
Renee said, "Burgers, chicken wings, steaks, etc. Brown food."
No, but your alarm never went off, did it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
I thought you saw me hit.
No.
Oh, I got all kinds of notifications.
Yeah, you're Miss Popularity.
I know. Sorry, y'all. Well, we'll call it a night. Oh my gosh, I did not see that it is 10.
Yeah, I didn't either, honestly, till this now.
I thought it was still only 9.
Me too.
I was like, yeah, the alarm just went off. It's only been a few minutes. Sean said, "I brought home some MREs for dinner once. Shell was not amused. Dehydrated pork patty was not very good."
Isn't that a hard way or a long way of saying McRib?
Oh, no, I bet she was just like, no.
I thought you loved me.
I know. How dare you?
Am I really that bad of a wife? You gonna do this to me?
What did I do wrong? Why would you bring this to me?
That's fine. Remember, my little brother said he's doing that. That's his new diet.
Yeah, his brother was doing the MRE diet, which that never made sense to me either. Right. But he would order. You can order a case of those off of Amazon.
Yeah.
So there, Shell. Don't you want some more of the MREs? All right, but we better say goodnight. Caden said, "Good night, everybody. Good Happy night. Easter." Yes. And we're going to say goodnight too. Good night, everyone. Happy Easter.
Tune in
to those
Sunday,
that celebrate it.
We'll be going live for that.
On Sunday. Oh, yeah, we'll be going live on Easter.
I didn't realize that until just now, honestly.
Well, if you feel like it, spend Easter afternoon.
Come, hop on over.
Hop. And then we'll be on Matreya's coffee talk in the chat anyways. We're not going to be on there. But yes, y'all have a wonderful week. Yes. I'm just so excited. Thank you all again for tuning in.
Next week's going to be amazing.
Thanks for watching all of our shorts. We really appreciate y'all.
Thanks for looking at my shorts.
Bye, everyone. Love you.